What is up, Finesse family? It's good to be back. Hopefully, you guys are having a great day, guys. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Mrs. B Finesse of millennialfinessemindset.com, and I am your consultant and coach here. And we go over all kind of topics, things that are going on that's going to help you get that mindset um, cleared and straight, motivation, um, anything in the realm of finance and fitness and health and all those things together, right? So today, you guys see the title. This is Good Day Finesse Fam. You guys know normally on Fridays we do our Freestyle Finesse Friday, in which you guys bring up topics that are going on, anything you want to talk about. You guys are definitely going to have the floor today. Hey, OG Patrice, OG Finesse Fam member. She says, greetings and salutations. OG, what is going on? Is there any topics or anything that's going on or anything you want to come up and discuss? Guys, you guys will have the floor today. Just taking it back to old school, like it's been so long. But just taking it back, having that time again for you guys to come up, talk. How are you guys doing? How's everything going for you? Man, here it's going excellent, guys. Things are lining up the way they're supposed to. Shout out to my son. He just had an IT competition and he scored second place on it on the national level. So shout out to him. Really proud of him. Hopefully you guys are doing great with your family and things going on with you. But let me know, guys, how you are doing. What's up with you guys? What's new, Finesse fam? You guys know that's what we do here. We talk about different topics that are going on. You guys let me know how you're doing. Try to edify you on different things that are going on. Let me know whatever topics you guys want to talk about, and we're going to get straight into it. Let me make sure all the sound is good. Guys, put a one in the chat if you hear me well. I want to make sure the sound is good. Let's see, we got Lakeisha in the building. She says, hey, Finesse fam, happy to be here. I love you. Blessings to you and congratulations. Yes, I'm so proud of him, guys. If you just got in, my son, he does IT. He's in college now, and he does IT information. He graduated a year early from high school, and he just did a national competition, and he placed second. So proud of him. Okay, good. Hey, Vaughn, shout out to you. Hopefully you're having a great day. Greetings, peace, joy, and prosperity. I believe Vaughn's son, did he graduate already? I remember last time you were in the stream, you talked about, I think Isaiah was graduating earlier. He finished all his courses. So shout out to Isaiah. Hopefully he's doing well. And he's got an idea of what he wants to do. And even if he doesn't, send him my way, Vaughn. I'll help him out. A lot of times this is a kind of like a misnomer that a lot of people don't realize, that you assume and think that your child knows exactly what they want to do. And a lot of times it just takes, somebody that kind of is in education or understands like that next level when you're going to college or university or even trade school, just helping them kind of line that out. So, and a lot of times, guys, too, a lot of your kids don't need to go straight to a university or college. They can go to a trade school and do just as well. So remember that, guys. If you want to come up, I dropped the link so I wouldn't forget. Let me know how you guys are doing. I want to know how the Finesse fam was doing. Any updates on you guys? This is just a check-in Freestyle Finesse Friday. You guys know how we do always here. We are getting you guys that updated information you need to know about. We are checking in on each other, making sure the Finesse family is doing good. And you guys are updating me on what's going on. Let's see. Vaughn says, yes, he graduated early, but his graduation ceremony is in a couple months. Okay, cool. Good for him. Good for him. So very proud of him too. That is Vaughn's son, Isaiah. So very proud of him. Another student of color that graduated early. So super proud of our boys just doing the thing. Very proud of our boys doing the thing. So let's see, guys, what's going on? What's going on in the news? Let me know so we can update. I know I heard some stuff about Jamie Foxx. I know there's some AI stuff going on. There's some stuff going on with Trump. So you guys let me know what's up that we're going to talk about, that you want to talk about. Let me see what I can get up for you guys. Once again, guys, if you're just coming in, make sure you're sharing. Sharing is caring. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way in. Let's see. Let's see. Well, I miss you, my sister. So glad to be with you on this live. Yes, I know, guys. Listen, I was telling my husband that I was like, I gotta just get on the live, even though I honestly don't have anything exactly planned today. Once again, it's Freestyle Finesse Friday, and I'm with you guys, so it really doesn't matter. We're going to get something going. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to be encouraged and motivated, and that's all that matters. So yeah, I just kind of jumped on today, Vaughn. Didn't really have a plan, but no, I wanted to be engaging around the Finesse family, see how you guys are doing, get back into our roots of the Freestyle Finesse Friday. Let's see what's going on with Jamie, guys. Let's see what's going on with Jamie here. Once again, make sure you guys hit that like button on the way. Sharing is caring. Oh, shout out to you guys. Let me tell you something. You guys are all finesse. You guys haven't been it, especially consistently, right? And I got a couple cash apps from people that were just saying, no, we're excited to see that you came back on, just showing support. So shout out to you guys for that, because especially when you're just getting started and you're a newer YouTuber and you're growing, right? Sometimes you want to commit a lot to be on here and do things. But you guys know when I first started, I told you my first priority was always wife and family life, right? And then the business. So it just gets so busy. It's hard to kind of like pick in times where I know I can commit at least like an hour, at least an hour. I know I want to give at least an hour to you guys to sit down for at least an hour. So it's so hard sometimes because like I'll have like 30 minutes and you guys know how we do. We get up on here and talk. And even if I don't talk and I have a plan, you guys get up on here and try to keep me going. You know how it is, Wally. Y'all just keep me going and going. So I definitely want to make time for that for you guys today. Let me know, guys, is there any topic, anything going on you want to discuss? Anything that you feel like we need to break down or go over? You guys have the floor today. This is Freestyle Finesse Friday for the Finesse family. Man, say that 10 times. Let's see what you guys are saying. So shout out to you guys. OG Percy says, I know, right? I thought I wasn't subscribed anymore. Listen. You guys make sure you're checking the community tab, because what I'm trying to do, even if I'm not on here posting at the same day every week, I try to go to the community tab and engage with you guys and let you guys know stuff. So make sure you're doing that. Follow me also on the different socials too. Follow me on there. But I'm going to swing back into at least definitely on the Fridays. Make sure I'm consistent with the Freestyle Finesse Fridays going forward, because I can see when you guys don't see me how much the impact is, because you guys have been emailing me, you've been sending monetary support my way, just showing me that you care and that that you guys like the conversations we have here. So shout out to you guys. Let's see. Hold on. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. Hold on. Okay, so let's see. Shows. Thank you, OG Patrice. OG, you know where I seen you at? What was I watching? This was a while ago, OG. And I don't know how you came up on the feed, but I seen you. Was you with like Jaguar Ride or something, OG Patrice? I seen you on a video. And I showed my husband, I said, I know that's not OG Patrice right there. I said, babe, come look at this video. Was that you, OG? Let me know. Maybe I seen something wrong, OG, but that looked like that was you sitting with Jaguar, right? Okay, let's see. Vaughn says, if you are just joining the stream, welcome. Please feel free to hit the like. Yes, guys, hit the like button on the way in. Share this. Sharing is caring. You guys know, I wouldn't even have got here without you guys, because let me tell you something. When I first started doing the YouTube, being consistent, it was easy because, as you guys know, you've been on my journey. I have a little one who's like, she's just growing and sprouting now, right? And so when I first started, she was newborn, probably like 6 months or so. She was really little, and she's going on 2 now, guys. So it's like, it's just crazy. So life has just been busy. Like I told you guys, son is in college now, so getting back and forth. He's doing competitions with technology and stuff, and it's just been super busy. And then building a business too. So I'm definitely trying to give you guys that time. Wally, shout out to you. Shout out to Wally. He says, hello, Miss B Finesse. Let's see. OG says, Jamie Fox family says he's recovering. His daughter said he had a stroke. Yeah, let me get that up. Hold on, let me bring this up for you guys. Let's see. Present, share screen. window, Chrome tab. Which one is this? MSNBC. Um, let's see what we can get up, guys. All right, so it says Jamie Foxx's unfinished movie in shambles as hospitalized actor has 8 scenes left to film report. You guys, you know what I've been noticing lately is like a lot of these actors are getting sick. Is it just me? Like I feel like a lot of them are getting sick, and it's so weird. Okay, it says production on Jamie Foxx's unfinished film Back in Action is in chaos, it says, with producers allegedly scrambling to make last minute decisions about how to complete the movie without one of its biggest stars. Let's see. It says Fox was hospitalized on Tuesday following a medical emergency. He will remain under the care of doctors as they continue to run tests to determine the Oscar winner's condition. Wow, that's crazy. Does he have anything, guys? I know Nick Cannon has he has a sickness, but what does Jamie have? Have you guys ever heard of him getting sick? I haven't heard of that before. Hey, she stole my thunder. Hopefully you're having a great day in Canada. Hopefully you're having a great day. Everybody's saying hello. Man, the Finesse family's in the building. Hey guys. Let's see. Vaughn says, I love to hear the baby in the yeah, listen, she stole my thunder. You guys remember the days you guys could kind of hear lingering when she was starting to walk and talk. She, guys, listen, she's a whole mood. She's a whole channel herself. Like the baby is just, she's awesome though. She keeps me revitalized, us, all of us here. Vaughn says, I love to hear the baby in the background. The baby is really moving. Listen, guys, she's always moving. See, she's in the other room, the other living room with my husband. So, and I think my son had her. Thus, he came and kind of bent down and creeped and grabbed her. But yeah, she runs everything. OG said, "Yep, that was me. She's my friend." Yeah, and you know what, OG, what was kind of intriguing to me when I seen you in the video, it was so weird. I don't even know how I came upon that video. I'm not even sure how I came upon it. But what was intriguing to me is like, to me, you guys is kind of temperaments kind of match. So I could see that being your friend. What do you know her from? You know her from Chicago, OG Patrice? Is that where she's from? Is that where Jaguar White is from? Is she originally from Chicago? I don't remember. Miss B Finesse, be OG Patrice doing her own. Okay. Wally, you guys are hilarious. Let's see, guys, make sure you're hitting the like button as you're coming on in. Shout out to you guys. We back in effect again. Freestyle Finesse Friday, guys. I'm just seeing what's going on with you. What's good? What's new? Good day, Finesse fam. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way in. We're just doing it like we used to do old school. Freestyle Finesse Friday. We're talking about topics that's going on. Let's see, guys. It says Fox has been filming in Atlanta for Cameron Diaz's comeback movie. All right. Let's see. Here's what's bizarre. It says sources claim that the actor has 8 days left to shoot. What else is it saying? Fox to film a scene on Tuesday, but suffered a medical emergency instead. Hours before being taken to the hospital. Dang. Man, I hope he's good. And I hope he gets better, because I know it's all kind of stuff going on, guys. Listen, you got to take care of your health. There's so much stuff going on. It's crazy. Man, everybody is coming in the building, man. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Finesse family. I'm seeing so many names, which is, I already know you guys are like, well, if you come on every week, you see us, Miss B Finesse. But you guys, I appreciate the love whenever I do pop on. You guys are awesome. Let's see. I can't wait for you to drop. I did drop the link, Vaughn. It's up there at the top. I'll drop it again. Wait, it's at the top, guys. Scroll up. I dropped the link when I first came in, and OG Patrice, literally when I started the live, she was here in like 3 seconds. That's why. Shout out to you guys. I love you guys, because you guys really, you show the support. We're that little fire, that little spark in the fire that's gonna blow up and reach the millions. And I'm so glad. Like I said, like I tell you guys, I always give you the shout out. I'm not one of those content creators that sit here and says, yep, it's all me. Man, get out of here with that. It got to be something about you that's attracting the people, and there's something for that attraction, because it's necessary for for that light to kind of just shine and hit the world. So shout out to you guys. You guys know I always give you your just doing your flowers ahead of time. So Vaughn is at the top. Hold on. Let me I think I got it. Let me see if it pastes again. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Any of y'all been in the YouTube beefs? I know some of y'all been in beefs. Let me know. Y'all know I don't do the beef thing, but I know a lot of my subscribers be in beefs because y'all be talking to me. Some of y'all didn't have consultations with me in the background. So hopefully you guys have stayed out of beefs. But you know how y'all do. Let's see. She stole my thunder. 2 years old. The little ones there grow up. Audacity. Bless. Listen, she stole my thunder. She's hilarious. Like, I'm telling y'all, you guys, she's a whole move. She's her own channel. Like, she's hilarious. The baby is so funny. Like, she gives you life. Like, there's no way you're gonna stay sad, angry, depressed, mad. Like, she needs to be a pill, not a pill. She needs to be in a bottle. Cause y'all know you don't need to be taking all these pills. Some of y'all need to just get some natural homeopathic stuff. You don't need all these pills now. Hey, Jedi Mike, how you doing? Hopefully you are good and blessed. And how's it going with the boys? I know you're working as a teacher, or you're doing substitute teaching or something. I know you were saying that last time I'd seen you really on here was like last year when you were talking about working with the schools, and you were supposed to be coming in wanting to talk about school stuff or something. So check in with me, Jedi Mike. Hopefully all is going good with you. I haven't been on Instagram as much. I'm still trying to, you guys know how it is. I'm trying to learn all these social medias and be able to balance them. But I know you're on Instagram a lot. So shout out to Jedi Mike. Hopefully you're having a great day, Jedi Mike. Shout out to you. Let's see. OG says, Mrs. B Finesse, they're using stunt doubles right now on the movies. Oh, really, OG? Okay. So is this an action movie, guys? What type of movie is it? Is it action? This movie that he's doing? Let's see. Jedi says, it sounds like a heart attack. Man, but for real, guys, isn't that happening to a lot of like actors and people? They're getting sick, they're having strokes, they're having heart attacks. It's crazy. OG says, I know her from the music industry, Miss B Fest. Is it Chicago, the OG Patrice? Or did you guys meet in Chicago? Is that where you guys met at? Let's see. Oh, hey, Friendsgiving. Hopefully you're having a blessed day. Like, shout out to you. You've always been here supporting from day one, in the shadows, in the front end, in the back end. You know, you were one of the original people that, you know, always gave me shout outs, supported the channel, supported every vision. Little, I don't think you guys understand. Like, even me being a wife and mother, that's 2 jobs in itself. Then me starting a business from scratch, that's another job in itself. And just like I said, me coming to social media, never being on it for, you know, all these years, 20 some years, like, and to get the recognition and the love and the not wanting anything back. Like, you guys really, like, I really try to give to you guys everything. You guys don't see me offering anything from you, courses, classes, whatever. I will though soon, because I'm getting all that stuff together. Because I do have good information to give you guys, but like, the love is so consistent for this bunch. I was just telling my husband that, like, I really love that there's a real community that we built fairly quickly. So shout out to you. Thank you. Friendsgiving. She says, hello, Finesse family. Somebody tell me in the chat, what does Finesse stand for? Do we know? I'm gonna see throwback. Let me see if anybody knows what Finesse stands for. What does it stand for? I'm gonna give y'all guys 30 seconds. Put it in the chat. Oh, I see some people in the back. I'm gonna bring y'all up. I want to see first who can tell me right out what Finesse stands for. Finesse, because y'all know TLA, what he be saying. This is B Finesse, the biggest finesser. I'll be that. I definitely would be there if y'all using the title right, if y'all using my acronym right. Somebody write it down in the chat. What's Finesse stand for? What's it stand for? What's Finesse stand for? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna bring you guys up. Give me 1 second. Let me finish this chat. Hey, Danny, hopefully you're having a great day, and hopefully your daughter is doing well. You're blessed. You guys remember Danny? He came on my show back when, a while back, when I had the nurse on, and Danny lost all that weight, and he was talking about how he takes care of his daughter. So shout out to you, Danny. Hopefully you're having a great day. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, look at Vine. In effect, he says, Finesse faithfully, innovate, inspire, being naturally effective, and seeking success every day. And with that being said, let me bring up the crew. Hey guys, can you hear me?
Miss
Yes.
B. Hey, Miss
Ah,
B.
Hey guys, what's up, man?
man, listen, this is a family reunion now.
I'm telling you, it's been
Oh
a
my God.
minute.
I
I mean, I
know
see,
How
listen, I see she stole
so
my
with me. I don't know if it's
thunder.
like
I
I know you feel this
know.
way too.
I mean,
It's
come
so weird
on.
to me because like time goes so fast. Like I don't know, just time
Yeah,
goes so fast. It's like I don't even
yeah,
realize the day of the week sometimes.
Miss B, did you say your baby is now 2 years old?
I know. Wow. One in
Miss
a
When I
row.
B,
started,
oh my
she was
God.
newborn. Mhm.
Yes.
Just
Wow.
She was I think
just
she was like 6 or 7 months when I started doing YouTube. I believe she was like 6 or 7 months.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Wow,
she's
Miss
hilarious.
B.
She's a whole mood.
well, listen,
Um,
She's hilarious.
I'm definitely excited to be up here with you because yeah, you've been missed. You see what I'm saying?
yes.
And
Yes,
I
she has.
listen, I'm like that old commercial that says, I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, but I haven't seen you at all. I haven't seen you. And
Listen,
Vaughn.
so for you to pop up,
Vaughn.
wait, hold on. For you to pop up the way you did today, man, it like my heart bursted open. You
It's
know what
much
I'm
needed,
saying?
ain't it,
With
Vaughn? Ain't
with
it much
so
needed?
much love. And because you know what? I discovered my voice right here on your channel. So this is
Wow.
this is man, this is great. I see Wally, I see She Stole My Thunder,
I
I see a whole
know.
bunch of people popping up,
Like a
and
little family
it,
reunion.
it's like family.
Vaughn, I actually thought that you know how YouTube sometimes unsubscribe you. I hadn't seen her
yeah.
come up in the algorithms in a long time. I was like, what's going on? And then she popped up today. I was like, okay, because I was like, am I still subscribed to Miss B Finesse? Look, it's
And
so good to see you. You like a breath
it's
of
not
fresh
true.
air, my darling. How are you and your family?
Man, listen, blessed. Like, man, listen, and it's such a it's such a how can I word it? It's like it's such a like a conundrum and kind of because you guys literally because me and my husband talk about this all the time. You guys are literally a family, so it feels like unsettling when I can't get on here every week. It feels like unsettling when I feel like I'm gonna tell you guys know this. You probably know before I say it. I'm I'm a true perfectionist in the sense of like I feel like sometimes if I don't have anything because you guys are so used to and you know what I'm gonna be flawless right now and literally tell you the flaw because you guys always kind of commend me on Miss B when you come in here, you educating us, you tell us like everything that's going on, you always have it laid out and all that stuff. And so like I've come to feel like, okay, crap, if I don't have a whole story together, or I don't have this whole explanation of how you get the finances or you get your wealth together, like I feel like okay, don't come on because it's not a whole production. And I think that's my biggest thing. Like, you guys don't need that, but I'm just how I am. I feel like if I'm gonna come on here, I'm gonna give you guys all of it. And today, really, I don't have a topic. Like I told my husband, like I was looking at stuff, I was like, babe, I don't even got nothing to talk about. I hope they
That's all
come.
right.
I'm
Listen,
Well,
here for them. I
that's
it's
don't have
plenty
why
to
it's
talk.
that's
anything.
why it's freestyle. We
Well, hold on.
freestyling.
Yeah. Listen, it's plenty to talk about. So,
It is. It
we can
is.
just do
It,
one thing at a time.
but
But
I'm
so
just being
glad to
honest with you
be,
guys.
yeah, so
I just
glad
wanted
to
to
be
tell
on
you
the
my truth.
stage with you right now. So glad.
Man, I appreciate you guys. Like I really it's just so uncanny. It's just like I don't know. It's just like a breath of fresh air, and it's so and,
It
and,
is.
and it's funny.
Ah,
I talk
and
to people, and it's funny. Go ahead, Vaughn.
no, these are my humble beginnings on YouTube. We
Mm-hmm.
all met through TLA, I believe. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
everyone was starting a channel during that time. You
Yes,
see what I'm saying?
yes,
And
yes.
man,
I remember that.
and so we supported each other. Even though I didn't have a channel, but we all stuck around and we supported what each other was doing. You know,
Heavy,
and
heavy.
so to see what it has morphed into now. See, that's a topic within
But
itself.
and see, we can talk about that because to be honest, like y'all know they have talked to me in the background. I don't be knowing what be going on because I honestly I don't
A lot.
I when I first started, I could sit on channels and I could go watch everybody, and then I kind of felt bad because as my family was growing and expanding, like and life was changing, I couldn't even moderate for some people. Like if you ask me to do something, I try to put my all in it, and I had to be honest. Like I can't be sitting on channels, I can't be here. Like life is so busy, and I'm barely trying to make sure I have my channel the way it's supposed to be. So I had to kind of just release that. Like, and so I don't know what's going on. I never know until one of y'all contact me or there's something going on and like, B, what do you think about this? Because da 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 da. And y'all know how I am. I'm not about that talking about behind nobody's back. Listen, if you can't both come to me and sit together and talk, y'all know how I do on here. If you can't just sit here and talk about it, we're not about to be backbiting with all that stuff. Like, because to be honest, and this was my snitch from the beginning with you guys, like, it's always a misunderstanding. A lot of times the arguments, the debacles that you guys are having, it's really kind of, if we're being honest, it's kind of a pride thing. It's like you don't really like what that person said, but you didn't really take the time to hear everything they were saying. And a lot of what they said was probably foolish or ignorant, but yet and still you didn't understand the precipice of what it was. A lot of times people are saying stuff for anger, emotional. Y'all know how I do it. It's always most of it is childhood trauma. A lot of stuff, people have been through stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I can just sit back and listen to people. I don't get emotionally triggered. You guys see me. You see how I flow. I be sitting back listening and looking at y'all. Like, I don't know. I don't get triggered because I always know there's something behind the thing. And so I don't know. I don't know. I think if we can learn that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you don't have the right to be triggered by stuff. That ain't what I'm saying. But I'm just saying sometimes we really got to sit back and listen to each other. But I don't know. I mean, how have you guys been moving through the stratosphere of this? Because I mean, I've seen a lot of you came to me talking to me about stuff. I'm like, dang, what happened? Like, how is this? Like, I don't know.
It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
really,
it's gotten to the place where I've been looking at different things just to change up my algorithm. You see what I'm saying? Oh yeah, it's gotten real ugly. Listen, it's gotten so ugly to the point to where everybody's at each other's throats, and it's like, that whole gender thing. You see what I'm saying? And if you have been away from it, then you probably wouldn't know. But just the whole gender thing and the back and the forth, and the content creators battling with each other, and I mean, listen, it's just crazy. My spirit craves positivity.
I think all of us do, Vaughn. I think all of us do, but we're so suppressed with negative energy all the time. Sometimes you don't even want it. Y'all know how this YouTube algorithm and feed is going. It's like you don't even want this stuff. But I'm gonna tell you how your psyche works. I was telling my husband this, and my brother, the way your psyche works is you can be whole, you can have the most right things, you can be the most righteous person trying to live your life and do the best and keep the negative out. But once, just y'all know how the spirit works, it looks around for where it can go. If you let that one thing come in, and you guys know it's an indulgence, you want to hear that, the little gossipy thing, or it's funny watching them go back and forth. That messes up y'all spirit. I'm trying to get y'all to see that. I'm not, you do you, but I'm telling you what over time it's going to do to your spirit. It's going to attack you in a way that you can't, like you said, Vaughn, like it was fun for the months you watched it, but now you just like it does something to your spirit. And that's why I always wanted to create this place where y'all could come here, even if y'all didn't like each other. I know it's been many times that I had content creators on this panel. Y'all just couldn't stand them because they were saying ignorant stuff, but I still wanted to give them that space because I felt like I just want to honor y'all because y'all really respect my platform. Like y'all do not come up here acting stupid and yelling. And I don't have to tell y'all don't cuss, don't talk loud. It's like y'all just and I know that I thank God for that. That's just I hope that's what I'm giving off to you guys because like I don't have them issues here. I don't know. Go ahead. Hey, Wally. Hey, Mike. Hey, guys.
Jedi.
Miss B Finesse, your platform has always been like a safe haven. It's always been like very educational, very fun. I love covering the different variety of topics, because it keeps the mind fresh and popping, and variety is the spice of life, right? So it's just always been a pleasure coming on your platform. I'm so glad to see you, knowing that you're doing well. And to answer your question, I just know her from around. I just know Jaguar right from around the music industry, being at different concerts and parties, and working a couple of gigs with her cousins, which her cousin was married to Brian McKnight, and I worked for Brian McKnight for a while, and I would see her here and there in the industry, so that's where I know her from.
Oh, that's so cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Hey, Jedi and Wally, you guys got anything y'all want to give y'all space and time to talk? Oh, Friendsgiving. Listen, thank you so much for that. She says, love seeing you back with your positive energy. We need more lights like you, Miss B Finesse. Listen, listen, this is what I want y'all to do. If y'all really mean that, like, please share it. Because, like, I'm telling you, the reason why you seeing all the foolishness is because foolishness begets foolishness. And if we really push out the platforms that we want to see, that's all we're going to see in the algorithm. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, there's some people YouTube just going to pick. It is what it is. But you ain't got to watch them. You can click through it. So, and I'm not even going to sleep on y'all. Y'all have done so much to build us where we are now and keep the safe haven that I just want to thank you for that. And so thank you, Friendsgiving. I really appreciate that. Like, you didn't have to do that. And that's what I appreciate about all you guys. You guys don't have to do it.
It's been a long time since I've seen Friendsgiving in these YouTube streets. Yes.
Well, then listen, y'all talk to each other. Like I had no clue. Y'all know I don't be in. I just don't know about it. And I don't know what's going on. To be honest,
you know what?
I don't know what's going on.
The algorithms. It's like Vaughn said. You know, you're gonna have to like start changing your algorithms, like different subscribe to different things because y'all know, especially in our sector, they tend to have the same recurring types of platforms for us, meaning Black people in these YouTube streets. So changing your algorithm if you want a variety of things where you may get other stuff popping up in your algorithm now and then YouTube been tripping too because I'm telling you, I thought I was unsubscribed from you, and then you hear a lot of people say your video didn't even pop up. I ain't even get no notification, or I thought or YouTube unsubscribed me. It's just been weird stuff happening as well.
Yes, you guys, what I'm going to try to definitely commit to is at least Fridays. So always come back here and check it out on Fridays. That's what I'm going to definitely commit to, because now that I know, hearing from you guys that I have the peace to not always feel like I have to bring a certain type of content, then it's weight off my shoulders. Because the biggest thing with me is like, I really kept feeling like, dang, I don't have the right thing to give them, or this don't feel like it's going to affect them the way I want to affect them. So I would just kind of wait it out because I just didn't feel like it was going to be, I don't know, the way you guys kind of make me feel when I bring the content. It's just like, as a content creator or just a creator, I'm a creative person anyways. Like I don't want to just give y'all no mess. And so that's why a lot of times you don't see me on here consistently, because I really want to take the time and give y'all quality. But to be honest, sometimes I just want to do this. I just want to come on and talk and know that like you guys are just here for it, instead of like me having this whole polished thing put together. So that's peace in my heart, because now I can feel ease to come on here. If you guys are going to show up, I'm going to come on. Jedi, go ahead. I want you to go ahead and talk. Jedi or Wally, you guys jump in.
Hey, first of all, I just want to say, it's almost seeing your family, your cousins, like in the family. I haven't seen y'all in a minute. Y'all looking good,
Y'all haven't seen Jedi either? See, I didn't even know.
Hey, listen. So I'm like in the process of getting married, and I'm moving and everything.
Yay,
congratulations, brother! Congratulations,
Congrats!
Congratulations! And I want to say this, and I said this on another stream today, because like I'm not. I'm like going back on posting videos actually this weekend and everything. Cause I have been working, but I just haven't been posting on my channel and everything. But one thing, and I'm like, see, this is why I speak to OG Patrice, to Vaughn, to Wally, and everyone. This space has the last 3 weeks has been getting really, really grimy and messy on every single corner single corner. To a point that it's just like, it's to a point that when you think they can't get any lower, and it gets lower, and the bars keep dropping. It's just
wow.
It just,
I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm just like, yes. Like, listen, this is like, everybody knows me. Like, I even see like the stuff, the OG, like, Patrice. And so, a shout out to you, sweetheart. I haven't talked to you in a minute. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I see other people on these content creators and everything. It's just messy. And then, one thing I speak to all of y'all who I've had private conversations with, and I just pray y'all just protect yourselves. I do believe also like that, even though it's a mental thing in terms of like knowing what content you breathe out and everything. I'm watching this and like, listen, this is great content. What not to do?
Exactly. Oh man, did he drop off? Oh, there he
is. No. Wife is calling me. I'll basically get 2 seconds. But I just want to say, it's pray to y'all. Y'all just protect yourselves in these spaces and everything. And this be Finesse, I will be back. I just want to share that,
Please do.
that the people that
Yeah.
are based, the people that are based in integrity, they will prevail. They just got mindful. Like,
Always.
don't be set up and someone trying to tell you, hey, I need you to come to my stream. So, and they're gonna add you into all the BS and foolishness.
Oh
Now, so you
no.
got beef with somebody. They're gonna make a video about you. Don't do it. I just spectate. I'm just eating with my wife. We're watching all this stuff, just eating popcorn. Look at this
Huh.
foolishness.
And
It's
if you guys have
ridiculous.
noticed, I don't really jump on a lot of platforms. And I was telling my husband that
Mm-hmm.
from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
At the very beginning,
I don't
I
either.
just
I don't
didn't,
either.
because I felt like I don't want to, I
Amen.
don't want to anybody's thing, and I don't want to take away. So I'm trying to build this thing, and I don't know. It's just so odd. It's so
And ma'am,
odd that
and,
like,
and
yes, go ahead, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I said, and I think it's also this too, because also shout out to, like, Jonathan Barronville, Cam, like my Broken Dusty fam.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that we all met our wives on these platforms, but the fact that we have now based and everything. And guess what? Now we're leaving, and we're not staying in this place no more. And you don't see my wife, you don't see Jonathan's wife in here and everything, because I know we're not. It's about protecting these, the people that you're around right now, and protecting these spaces. Because one thing, all this content, negativity sells. All this stuff, you got people
Yeah.
airing out, photos, lying on it, DMing people, sending messages and everything, posting screenshots is absolutely ridiculous, and it is spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like, now I'm just looking back at this, like, thank God I get, like, me and my wife got out as soon as we could, because now we're
Yeah.
just like, I just pray for y'all that you
Well,
guys protect
Jedi.
yourselves.
Yeah, I will say to you that's a good thing, and you and Jonathan and whoever else met your wives in this space, protect your wives because women are not protected in these spaces.
And it has became. I'll say that I don't care anybody gets mad at me about this. It
Mm-hmm.
literally has now became a place of hating on black women. This is absolutely
Exactly.
that's absolutely what it
Mm-hmm.
became. Because
Yeah.
if the part of the conversation about us as black people coming together, right, and actually forming unions, and actually addressing the issues and having the
Mm-hmm.
hard conversations, and then we get to the solution. But once we get there, like, you know what, we're just gonna dox y'all. We'll have this, and I'm not even gonna say the person's name to bring issues on this channel and everything. But this fact that, listen, this is a whole thing about protecting black families, rebuilding the black family, the black nuclear
Mm-hmm.
family relationship, men and women respecting each other. But yeah, we have
Yeah.
one person who's outside of our community, and just because of that drama, because this person got millions of subscribers, all of a sudden now we have basically become hypocrites, saying the very foundation we said we're in this conversation to have to build us together. Now we're just doxing each other out, and we're not in for no solution anymore. So
Well,
I
see what
just I
the
embrace.
crazy thing about that, Jedi, is like, we spend so much energy on other things instead of cultivating us and enriching us and looking for the best in us, instead of trying to push our kids to be doggone basketball players and actors and musicians. Like, we're so brilliant. I know this. I've worked in education over a decade. Like, we're brilliant.
Yes, ma'am.
The brilliance is not edified because of the foolishness at the bigger conglomerate level, because it sells. And we have to be, as a people, and our allies have to know, like, you have to turn your head away from it. And I tell you, that's why I function on this space, and I don't have any beefs, and I don't do all that stuff, because I know when to draw away, which is like, I think it's spiritual. God tells me, like, sometimes I'll be
It is absolutely,
and I get busy in my regular life, and that's when the drama goes on, and somebody will come in and be like, B da 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 da, and I'm just like, I don't know about it, or Guy, I don't know about it, because I was with my family. I never fully commit to social media. I told you guys that, like, I still don't know how to use a lot of stuff, and I'm glad I kept myself all these years, 10-20 years away from social media, because I don't feed into the bull crap. I don't feed into the doxing and all that. I got a whole husband and a life and other stuff. I don't got time for this type of messiness. I want to edify y'all. Like, man, I'm so proud of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Like, I'm so proud to hear that you are married and that you're keeping your wife off of social, because you guys see, I don't have my family in here. So,
and I end off with this, and I just want to say, especially just speaking as believers, that listen, I'm
yes.
Then I'm not trying to make this as a Christian conversation, but in this space, on behalf of believers and Christians, I want to offer everybody an apology, because there have been people who have been saying that we are believers, saying that they're Christians, and we're supposed to show how we are, how we're supposed to treat other people, and the people who are on these spaces claiming that they're Christian and everything like that are making these videos, doxing people, actually become hypocrites and everything, and it's giving all of us a bad name. And I just want to say, anybody that's been affected by that, I want to offer you guys an apology because we need to be better on that. But
Let
yeah,
me
I
tell you
just want to
something,
say I
Jedi. Let me
appreciate
tell
you.
you something though, because the word talks about this. The wheat is going to be separated from the tares, right? So this is, guys. Listen,
Yes,
don't let this hurt your heart or spirit, because to me, I'm standing on the foundation of the word, because it was written. It's going to happen. So now that you see it and you know it, that's how you know how to move with your family and your loved ones in your space. I'm not going to let that foolishness stop the movement. I might not have blew up as quick as all them and got the thousand of subscribers, but I tell people a lot of times the people that you have, a lot of them, especially if you blew up quick, a lot of them subscribers aren't there for you. They're there for the foolishness and for the messiness and for you to get caught up so they can trip on you and talk about you. So you can't be focused on the numbers. That's why I told you guys I always represent you guys and tell you I love this community. Like, you guys didn't understand. Like, I was almost not gonna come on, and I told my husband, "Doggone it, babe, I don't even got a topic." And he said, "Babe, just go in there and talk." I was like, they might not want to hear that. They so used to me having this
yes,
commentation together, and thank
yes.
God I listen to the spirit, because you guys are edifying me so
Hmm.
much right now. Like, you guys don't understand. I'm so proud of everybody.
Hmm.
I'm just proud of it.
Thank you.
And listen, even if you were part of the foolishness, if you were part of that bullcrap, elevation is growth. Even if you were part of the messiness before and you've seen in your mind, like, I got to stop this, you coming out of that. You know what I'm saying? Just like the rich young ruler, you coming out of those things makes you better, because you can stop the next person to get into it. I'm telling you guys, we got to get to our
Yes,
youth. We have to get to
yes,
our youth. Shout out to you for that too, Jedi Mike and Wally too. Like, we got to get to our youth, guys, because like they are getting
Mm.
so manipulated and misrepresented, and now they don't know, because they're hearing this foolishness on these different huge content creators talking about how to treat people, how to treat women, and how to treat men. And it's like, it's not rocket science. You treat, what scripture say, you treat people the way you want to be treated. If you
There
do
you
that
go.
consistently, you're going to get
There
what
you go.
you want. Period. Point blank. I can tell you
yeah,
that. I can tell you're going to get it. And sometimes but in these days and times, it's just harder. So we gotta travail through it. You understand? But I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on my people. I'm
Well,
not giving up
listen,
on this world. I'm
listen.
not giving up on this nation. No.
Well, listen.
absolutely.
If I could interject here very quickly,
Yes. Yes.
I'm very honored to be on the panel with these two brothers,
Mm,
Wally, and Jedi, because I've
yes.
watched them in these spaces and I see how they traffic and I
Yes.
see what they
Me too.
speak about. And listen, I'm an older gentleman, but what a wise decision it is
Hmm.
to guard your wives. So I honor both you and Jonathan for doing that. You see what I'm saying? Because these spaces, it seems like they are leading so many young people away from relationship, from marriage.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
like they're trying to talk them out of black women. And I don't
Mm,
want to make it just about black women, but you know
Yeah,
what I'm
right.
saying.
It's
It's like
just
they're trying to
right.
talk you out of what God has put there for you to cultivate.
Right.
And
mhm.
so I find it very strange that you know it's going on the way that it is. And definitely I will say this, yes. Listen, it has morphed into something that's so horrific at this particular time. I don't even know if there's any coming back from it. I think that
I
the I think that the YouTube is going to have to step in and do some things about it. You see what I'm saying? Because
no
these
no.
people, it's like they're running amok. They're running amok.
Really. Hmm.
They're
Man,
running
sir,
amok.
Bond. I told you that. I said to my wife that it's gonna take two things to either happen. Either someone either gonna get actually harmed in real life, or they're gonna harm themselves in real life. And this is the only thing. This is all just YouTube. Turn the live button off, and we're just yelling at each other through a mic. It's not till when it's real, when we turn that live button off and actually real consequences of our actions come in the real world, not
Mm-hmm.
just, oh, we get blocked, or you get banned, or channel get dropped.
Mm-hmm.
No, 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 no,
Mm-hmm.
no, no.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel that's going to be happening. But I just said that I'll end off with this is like just increasing discernment about where you spend your time into, because that's also an investment in terms of wherever you guys be in. And Miss B Finesse, I appreciate you being back. We have love for you, and I will be back. I'll see y'all next week.
And
Okay.
yes, I'm definitely going to be here for you guys. Thank you, Jedi. My blessings to
Take
your wife.
care,
Tell her we say
Jedi.
hello. Tell her we said hello and we said our love to her. And Jack, like, update me on what's going on with you, because I know you're doing stuff in the background to help these youth. So make sure you contact me.
Yeah. Yes, I absolutely will. I'll be live. I'll be live tomorrow. All right.
Okay, cool.
Let the power and the force be with you.
Hey, Wally, what up?
Wally.
What's good, Wally?
Come on,
Wally,
man.
What's new, Wally?
What's going on? What's going on?
Listen, I miss this time with us like this. Listen, I miss this time with us like this because this is how we started out. Come on now.
Y'all game?
Where you at?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we clear. We hear you clear.
Okay, cool. Making sure. Oh man. Yeah, it's been a blast, man. It's been a blast. Oh man, it's been a blast. Oh man. All because of just one little white girl that is only in her upper 20s. You would think this amount of chaos, it just falls right behind her. Every kingdom of this YouTube space falling, cracking, and broken to only show what they really look like. It's amazing.
I mean, to me, I'm gonna tell you guys something. It's so, like, I sit back and I don't know, like, my discernment is so strong. Like, I don't feel like I need to dox anybody or say anybody. People are gonna let their whole castle and kingdom crumble on themselves. You just got to sit back a little long. You don't got to say nothing. And my whole thing with all this is, like, we're spending so much energy as a community picking a side when we could be spending this doggone energy to build each other, to build our sons and our daughters up, to build on what we do have, and expose the good stuff about what we do. Why don't y'all come and listen to married couples? I don't understand that. Why does everybody want to get information from folks that ain't even married? Like, I don't, and so I'm going to sit back, because guess what? I'm not going to cast my pearls with swine, or am I going to complain about that? Because if you want to know things, I'm here. But if you want to keep listening to that, like, I don't really kind of just, I'm not shocked, put it that way, Wally. Like, foolishness begets foolishness. Filth begets filth. And
yeah,
so
but I
mean, stop feeding into that, because it is crazy. Like, it's just, you know what people do, Wally, and I know you know this, all you guys know this. People look, it's like little snakes, little serpents. They look for somebody to latch onto because they want to ride that coattail to blow up. When if you look at the numbers,
you mean leech?
Studies on this. Oh yeah, so if you don't have a pure heart, like if you really are for the people and you trying to make some money, make a lick, or get over on the people just because you want to bring you and your family up, you really ain't trying to just commune and let everybody's talents do what they do, then you will show yourself. And that's why you guys even know, like, even me coming into this space, like, I just really wanted to grow as a community, because I wanted to show us all how valuable we are, especially. And then when we take what we have and go out into the world, and there are other people that really want to know why we do what we do and want to be allies. And I think that was my biggest thing, me going to a historically Black college. I remember going to school down there, and I grew up around all white people. Like, so I didn't have that hate and disdain from my heart, but I wasn't going to act like I could not empathize for my brothers and sisters when I went to school down south, and I seen like they had like a hatred for white people. And to me, I don't live in hatred like that. So me being around those Black people and them explaining what their great grandfathers went through, and some of their mothers are old enough that they went through sharecropping and stuff like that. And I'm just like, oh, so now we need to cultivate a space where people can actually come of any color and culture and ask these questions and then get the right answers without feeling too scared to say something, or I don't want to affect you, or I don't want to, I don't want to, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to make you feel bad or whatever, because I'm telling you guys, working in education, offend these kids, white, Black, Indian, Latin, all these kids, they're so pure. I'm telling you guys, they don't have the hate in their heart, and they are willing to hear this history. I'm gonna tell y'all something that's really tripping me out. This whole, now, as far as CRT, you got to understand what theory means and that play on words, but just teaching the history of American history, which is what I'm calling it. Black history is American history, point blank. It's so crazy how, guys, 2 years ago, I was on the council. I was on the council in my district to help them recreate, especially in English and literature and reading, because that's my specialty, besides social sciences, which is economics, history. That's what my certification is in for education. It's so weird. Like 2 years ago, I was on the panel for the district. They handpicked me to work on the curriculum, and we built the curriculum. And now they don't even want to teach it. It's like, what the heck? What kind of shift is this? But I see what it is. I see that, you know, anybody in a right state of mind, white, black, and indifferent, if you know history, there's no way in your heart you can say like this stuff happened in the past, or I don't want to talk about it or whatever, because nobody with a pure heart can really like even say that. Like you have to know about history. And I really believe before you can get your green card or visa or whatever, I think you should know the Black American history too. I don't think you should just know history. That's just my 2 cents. Because if you understand what the Black people did to even get civil rights pushed, even though there's still atrocities we're going through, it's just people just don't know history, and it just behooves me. That's my certification too. Like, we really have to do this as a group of people that are Americans too, that are Black. Like, we have to really get in there and learn these things and go back into history. Look at the Library of Congress. It's so many documents that show what really happened. So you can't hide this stuff. They got the documents of all these atrocities that happened because they had to keep account of it for the stock market, because it was money. It was bond. So it's like there's no way you can hide all this stuff. And my whole thing is like, I don't feel you have to push history down anybody's throat. It is what it is. But to act like things did not happen, it's just you're ignorant of the history, and you don't even understand how you got to this point, because a lot of things happen because of the civil rights movement. A lot of things that people can get that come to America, it's because of that movement. So I'm sorry, guys. I just went on a little tangent on that. Like, y'all can say what y'all want to say about that.
Like you said, it's Freestyle Friday, right?
Yeah, we're here. You here for it? You here for? Hey, BTB, how you doing,
so
buddy?
that's what we're here
What's
for.
up, BTB?
Salute BTB, what it do?
Wow,
come on up, fam.
Everybody's showing up today.
We having throw style, I say throw style, guys.
Throwback
freestyle. I said throw style. I just made a word.
Yeah, this is definitely a throwback, you know. And listen, I'm excited about this right now because Miss B Finesse, you know, your spirit that you have has always been loving and kind, and you always have a yearning to help people. You know, that desire that you have, and you've shown it in these spaces. And it's something that, you know, in most recent, we don't see a lot of that, man, you know.
Really?
So, you know, on your return back, you know, just continue to be you. Don't get sidetracked by all of the rhetoric that's going on that you may see, you know, or you may hear about. You know, just continue to do what you do, you know. And as you see, look how we're showing up today. You know, it's because, man, how refreshing this is. You see what I'm saying? Very refreshing to see you, my sister.
Thank you, guys. Because I'm telling you, it was a matter of a couple seconds. I told my husband I do not like coming on here because you guys, you already know my background as an educator. Like, I'm used to having the script set up, having a lesson plan, knowing the end from the beginning, and that's kind of how it made it easy for me to come on here, because I know how to explain something for the basic layman to understand. Like, I know how to and give everybody the space to freely talk. And I think, man, I'm telling you guys, it'll be a whole shift. Even on YouTube, if people honestly just gave people the space to talk instead of like letting them talk only if they agree with you and then shutting them off, doxing them. I just think that's very low level, like intellectual to do that, because I don't need to always talk to feel like I'm right. I don't know. I just have a piece about that. Like, I like to hear what people say, because if you really let them talk long enough, you're going to hear the discrepancies. And I think like that's a whole nother, like, not even talent, but like a skill people need to learn. You need to learn how to actually talk to people. And it sounds very simple, but like, my goodness, like a lot of these arguments that I've heard over the last couple of months, to be honest, I don't know about a lot, guys, because I told you I don't invest energy on that. Like, I really found out I was spending a lot of my energy like trying to jump on people's, you know, lives and support them and watch. But I'm like, I got this, reports I got to do. I got this paper I got to do. I got this, this meeting or something I got to go to. I can't do that. And I had to kind of just say, like, listen, I'm trying to build this legacy, and I want it to be something that'll help people continually, so I have to pull back. And yes, what's up, OG?
Miss B, I just want to intervene. It really is good to see you and good to be on this platform. You know who else is really, truly, genuinely missed in this space that fell all the way back? Frank Gooden. Frank Gooden. I miss him so much.
I was about to ask you guys, what happened with the thing?
I miss him. We did half of it, and then he had to fall back because he was up for a promotion with his job. He's a professor, so
he's a professor. Yeah,
and he was going for a promotion, and then then some other stuff happened. Some other stuff happened that was really bad that happened to him, and he just fell all the way off. We got halfway through the graphic novel, and that's when he shut it down, and he was like, maybe he'll come back and we'll do the other half later, but he said he had to concentrate on working hard to get that promotion that he was up for. So, and I talk to him every now and then, reach out, text, we keep up on social media. Yeah, because
he has the girls. He has the girls he has to take care of too. So he's got, we all got.
But I miss him. I miss him. I really do. Listen, I miss him a lot.
Frank he was a very genuine hearted person. He didn't care how extreme you were. Like, I kind of got Frank's
But mindset. You know what, Miss B?
Yes.
He really showed what it's like to be a Black man that professes as a Christian in this space. Other than Von Bryant, Frank Gooden was it. I'm telling you, Frank. Listen, and y'all know I've always said I didn't practice organized religion, but it's a few men in this spaces. Von Bryant being one, and Frank Gooden. Frank Gooden, that man was a good man, you guys. I really, and meeting him in person last year at the Las Vegas Black Film Festival, we had so much fun. We just like clicked, like we just been knowing each other forever. And he was really, really the coolest guy. So
his temperament is just like easy. Like
that's the thing. That was the thing. That was the thing. So when you see good people leaving this space because of situations, that's bad. But yeah.
I don't think I'll ever leave it. I just, I know when there's times where I have to kind of pull back because of family and or work, just getting the business going, traveling, doing stuff. But what I always try to do is I always try to let you guys know stuff. I always try to encourage you guys in the community tab. Like, if I notice I haven't posted a video, I try to go on there. I try to, and you guys know I have another channel too. So I have the Educate Miss B Finesse channel. And so all February, I was trying to really do my due diligence because I know most of y'all got kids, grandkids, godkids. I was trying to give y'all kids something to learn. I kept telling y'all need to go support, because if you haven't watched it, I'm telling y'all, go watch those shorts I did. My goal was at least 2 a day, 2 shorts, and it was all Black history, all innovators, people that were abolitionists, people that created, people that were just number one in their field, just Black history that I know most of you probably wouldn't know, because I didn't know a lot of stuff.
What's the name of the channel, Miss B?
It's Educate Miss B Finesse. Hold on a second.
Educate Miss B Finesse. Yeah, because I'll send my granddaughter.
It's on my tab.
Okay. Listen. I'll send my granddaughter over there.
Yeah, I'm still a moderator, so I will put that up for you all to visualize.
Or all you guys got to do is, if you go into my channel, under the channels, you'll see I put the Educate Miss B Finesse channel. So it's under, I think, channels. But listen, I already knew it wasn't going to be millions to watch it, but I'm going to pray the algorithm hits it, because listen, guys, you will feel so good in your spirit if you haven't felt good about where you come from and your people, especially if you have American Black background in you, or just, it doesn't even matter. If you could be white, you'll be inspired by these people. Because I had white people leave me comments like, I didn't even know this stuff. This is excellent. Like, did you guys know the first Black man to go to the first person to the North Pole was a Black guy? He was working with one of these like famous what are they called? The adventurers or whatever, people that travel and go in the mountains and stuff. And the guy didn't have like the equipment, and he wasn't strong enough to finish it. And this Black guy, I think he went a couple miles, and he was the first one to put a flag on the North Pole. this black guy. I mean, it's just
I
awesome,
did
guys.
hear that story, but I'm gonna go over there and just get some education myself.
Listen, and they're short. Well, I did 3 videos, and I was like, you know what? I know folks with the TikTok era, they're not gonna sit and listen through the video. So I focused on shorts, and I believe there's probably like 60 of them. 60 shorts on the Educate Miss B Finesse channel, and so they're quick. They're like 30 seconds to a minute, and stuff like that just makes me just so inspired. Just, man, listen, I love fitness, I love finance, and I just love anything dealing with knowing history and just inspiring people to change why you think what you think. And just, it's really these conversations, guys. It's very simple. We can fix all this if a collective would just say, I'm not about the bull crap no more. But guess what? You got to realize too, guys, and you see that some of you haven't even seen my notifications. They're not going to push out this type of stuff, especially if it's smaller and it's newer, and also if it's not drama. Because remember, YouTube is a business. So they're making AdSense off of what you're watching and how long you stay there, right? So they're not going to push out that type of stuff. So don't wait for them to do something that you sometimes you just got to take it upon yourself to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've learned. Like, nobody's going to give you what you really need. They're going to give you what they want you to ingest. And if I want all y'all to tell me, if you're being honest, even though y'all know we like the ratchet in, we like the gossipy stuff, we love the housewives and all that stuff, but at a certain point, you guys know I was talking about this. Doesn't it do something to your spirit though? Like after a while, like don't you feel mad sometimes?
Miss B,
tired?
I never liked the housewives because I just was like, why do we always got to be shown in such a ratchet, toxic lifestyle?
Yeah.
Like why I never watched it on TV. You know, when they first like started getting popular, I would tune in, and then I said, here we go, we throwing drinks, calling each other, and now it's done spilled over on social media, from IG to Facebook to now YouTube, and it's just absolutely, it's crazy, and it can wear on your spirit if you continue to keep it in rotation, and that's all you got, because we got to remember they got different sectors here on YouTube. They actually got beef sector. It is a sector on YouTube called the beef sector.
Really?
And it's nothing. Oh yes, and it's nothing but content creators that are in beef with each other. It's absolutely correct. I promise you. I promise you, it's crazy, Miss B.
I mean, is it just blue or is it black and white? Like, is it black?
Oh yes, it's all. It's black on black,
really?
Black with white, black. Yeah, oh, absolutely. But we heavy in it.
I didn't know that.
We heavy in it.
Oh,
and
yeah,
the beef.
We are.
Yeah, and the beef sector with us, everybody doing nothing but doxing each other. That's all.
I don't understand all that. Why do people get so much energy to somebody you ain't never met and ain't never gonna meet? What about them that you hate so much? Because you only feel that venom for somebody you love and care about. Like to me, I don't hate a person I don't know. I'm not gonna put energy in somebody I don't know, I never met. Now your loved ones, those are the people that get to the core of your heart because you have something invested in them. But I just don't get that. Like, what in your spirit is going on that you invest so much time in a person you've never met off of words that they've said, and you'll never see them. The psyche is off. I'm just telling you guys from the psychological perspective, their psyche is off. That's the channel, guys. It's called Educate Miss B Finesse. And here's all the shorts just so you guys can see it. I did all kind of shorts. So yeah, just go ahead. That I'm telling you guys, you really like it. And then it'll catch you up on some people you probably never heard of. But no, OG, I'm not shocked, OG. I'm not gonna act like I wouldn't assume, because that's a moneymaker. But it's just like we gotta, as a people, as Americans, like, we gotta stop letting people dictate what is going to feed our minds. We got to shut stuff off. And I told y'all from the beginning, some of y'all coming from a person that is a newbie and novice to social media, y'all got to shut that off, because I'm telling you, me coming in, and y'all remember the grind I did when I first was coming in. And that's because, my baby was little. I had the time. She slept most of the day, you know, beyond me breastfeeding her, like she sleep most of the day. So I have the time to jump on here and be on here. Now my husband's home. He's chilling in the other living room. He's not tripping. So he, you know, it doesn't matter. But now she's moving around. She wants to play with mommy. Mommy's teaching her, learning games, and she's out with brother and sister. And you know, a lot of times I like to be out. Like you guys have seen on some of my videos, especially if you're in the membership. And I put some videos on when I'm out and about with the family. Like I like to go out. Like my family, we like to be out, go to theme parks, travel. So like, a lot of times too, when you don't see me, guys, I'm actually kind of just out with my family. Just, I don't know. To me, that's just normal. Like, I don't know.
It is normal, and it's your number one priority, honey. You are a wife, you are a mother, and you are a teacher and an educator. So you got things to do. You know what I mean? You busy. You got a family to raise.
It's weird to me because I feel like I shouldn't have to say that, but I notice like some content creators, like they get so consumed that I'm gonna tell you guys honestly, because I've talked to a lot of them. I'm not gonna say their names because you know I keep that. Any of you that talk to me know I don't. That's not even me really in real life. I don't go backbiting and repeating stuff people say to me, especially when I know it's personal stuff. And I've had big content creators talk to me, and they're just like, "Man, listen, I can't even balance my home life. I can't keep a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever." And I'd be like, "Cause you can't not." It's not sustainable to do this social media thing and feel gratitude in your heart and peace. It's not going to be, because you're dealing with this reality is not real. You need human touch. You need emotion. You need somebody that you're not arguing with all the time. You need a real one next to you. You need that type of stuff. And even if it's not a partner, it needs to be family.
And
real
Miss
family
B,
that will stick up for you and help you. It's needed.
and Miss B, we have to realize too that since doing COVID, C-19 and everything, and being quarantined and going through that and watching people leave this earth and back and forth, and not realizing the quarantine and all of that, people have gotten on social media, right? And become content creators, become subscribers, supporters, influencers, whatever you want to call it, and realizing that our community really have mental health issues. Like it's really some people on here.
It's so
it's some people on here that really need to deal with mental health, and it's and anger issues as well. It's a lot of salacious stuff in people. Yeah, in people.
Yes,
and I noticed that in our specific sector the most, which is the Black sector. Let me tell you, all the sectors I learned from going in other spaces. There's a beef sector. There's specifically a Black sector. Of course, there's the white sector. The Asians even got their own sector. That you got the people that grow their own home food sector. You have the spiritual sector where people got their own, into the religion and all of that. They got radio shows and YouTube channels. You got that sector. Of course, you got the Black manosphere. You got the white manosphere. You got the what is it?
There's a homesteaders.
You got the
people that do
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the homesteaders.
A lot of that stuff.
Right, and you got the makeup sector where they do nothing but the makeup, tattoo, beauty, and all that. The health and fitness sectors, and then you have the ones that the gender hating sectors where the women are doing nothing but bashing the males, and then you got the other sector where the males is doing nothing but bashing the women. It's absolutely crazy.
It's ridiculous. Hey, Peter, shout out to you. Peter Investor M. He's one of the day ones too.
Hey, Peter.
I appreciate Peter.
He's know.
Support. No matter if I'm here for 5 minutes or 5 hours, Peter
Investor M. What do
Well, let me just say this if I could.
Yes, fine.
In regards to the sectors, and OG Patrice was very good in her definition of describing each sector, but what I have seen YouTube become is, I don't know, have any of you seen the movie Lord of the Flies?
I never saw that movie, but I'm sure Wally has. Wally probably has.
Tell me about it. Tell me a little
Nope.
bit about kind of what the precipice is of it.
Okay, it's
I
called
feel
Lord
like
of
I
the
have.
Flies. Now you
Okay.
have a classic version of it, just like the Wizard of
Mm-hmm.
Oz, and then you
Okay.
have the Wiz. But
Mm-hmm.
this is a story about young people who were uh, uh, um, uh, stranded on an island. See
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Just young people. They didn't know, and they all had to fend for themselves. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so Lord of the Flies, very good example of what we see now in these spaces. You see, you have a group of people that have the opportunity to be in a particular sector altogether. And what is
Mm-hmm.
happening? Wow, we become savage. And see, this is what happens in that movie, The Lord of Flies. If you've ever read the book or if you've ever seen the
Mm-hmm.
movie, you see, these are children that were dropped off or became stranded on an island, and
Mm-hmm.
they all learned to work together at some point in the beginning. But then, the enemy comes in and causes separation, right? And so
Mm-hmm.
now what it is now they have sectored themselves off and they've become savages. You
Mm-hmm.
really have to look at it because it's a very good example of what we see here in this space. We have become savages in these YouTube spaces, and it's appalling at what I see. It's like we forget where we come from. And
Well, I'm gonna tell you what it's about, Vaughn. It's
everyone,
really about
everyone,
money.
everyone wants to
People are
bite
doing stuff for
each
money.
other's head off. You see what
It's
I'm
for
saying?
money too. Because the more people that are clicking and watching your stuff, especially if you're monetized, I mean, there's an agenda. I don't really think a lot of people are doing this if they weren't getting some monetary gain from it. They're getting super chats, they're getting cash apps. It's like it's a natural human
But
phenomenon to either be an
but you know what you
observer
see,
or pick
but
sides.
what it also is this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to use that example of Lord of the Flies because I believe that's how God gave it to me. If I close my eyes real
Mm-hmm.
tight and think about it, it's so
Mm-hmm.
similar to that story.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're coming to blows. We're killing each other. We're doxing each other. We become so savage in this space instead of learning that we would be all better off if
Everybody can
we
get it.
work together
That's right.
versus us working against each other. And so this is a story that depicts how the young people, because of their ignorance now,
Mm-hmm.
see, watch
Mm-hmm.
out,
Mm-hmm.
ignorance. That means you don't know to do anything better, not
Mm-hmm.
their stupidity. You see, now we do see a lot of stupidity in these spaces,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
but come on. It's like YouTube to me, this sector of YouTube that I've been used to seeing has
Mm-hmm.
definitely morphed into something that's man, it's not profitable. It's not
Um,
uplifting.
what's that other
It's not
movie?
edifying.
Yeah, that movie, I think I haven't seen it yet, but somebody was describing it. It's like it's the end, it's getting towards the end of the world, and everybody just kind of, again, like you said, Vaughn, fending for themselves, but they committing crimes, they doing all kind of nefarious things, and there's
And
no
OG,
laws. There's no laws.
that
I
sounds
think
like
it's
every
called,
movie that's been coming out.
it's,
If you
it's
have noticed, if you watch movies, a lot of those movies are like that. It's that same
Yeah,
theme that's
it's
been
like
going
it's
on.
like there's no law, so there's lawlessness. That people
Yes,
you could rob a
anarchy.
bank. Yeah, it's I think it's the purge. Is it the purge? Something. Help me
It
out,
might
Wally.
be.
Wally, help me
You
out.
talking about the
What
purge?
is-
I think that's it.
I mean, the
Yeah,
purge. Yeah, the purge is the purge is different, slightly different. It's like okay, like it gives like 24 hours, and then everyone's up for grabs to be deleted. That's what that is.
yeah, that's it. I feel like like I do feel like it's like in times with things that are happening. And so yeah, that's the name of the purge. I just looked it up. You're
Mhm.
right. That's it, Wally.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
And
crazy.
it's very sad in these spaces that solution, just that word alone, just the heaviness of that word solution, that
Mhm.
there is none. You know,
Yeah, and you guys
the
know
whole,
when
listen,
I first started with that call of action. I tried to, because I don't mind us talking about stuff, but I hate when people just ramble and ramble. Okay, now I give everybody space. What is a solution? Nobody wants a solution. Everybody just wants to be the top dog, I believe. Like, I feel like there is no
part.
resolution. Everybody just wants to argue because you want to be right, and that's where you can't change and transform if it's not even about a solution, like you're saying, Vaughn. It's more about, I want to be right and argue, and you can't tell me what to do. I'm sorry, Vaughn. I didn't mean to cut you off.
But see, here's the thing to me, and let me just say this. Here's the thing to me. Okay, you know, when we talk about young people in these spaces, and when we talk about different age groups, you have some older people, you have some people who have lived longer, you have some younger people, and we can all learn from each other. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, what are we teaching each other? What are we showing each other? You know, it's a whole bunch of hatred. You know, it's a whole bunch of dysfunction, and it's a whole bunch of hatred. You see what I'm saying? So how do we move past this? You know, how do we get to a place to where we don't just operate in our dysfunction? How do we move past that?
I think
we can't.
Okay, go ahead.
I think we can. I think we can. I think it's more so when you find edification, sharing is caring. Like I know we can move past it, because I'm telling you guys, working in education, I've seen the dichotomy of what this generation wants. They feed off of somebody to look up to. They feed off of, like, true righteousness. I'm telling you, I don't care how bad these kids look out there. Like, when they see a whole person, like when they see somebody that their heart is really genuine, they click to it. I can tell you, I got students that still try to contact me now, because it's just like they can feel like,
You're right, Miss B.
She's really
but
wholesome.
see, a
like,
lot of these content creators have become shysters and pimps,
but let me tell you something.
Pied Pipers. You see what I'm saying? They become Pied Pipers now,
that
because
was in them.
they're leading people down the wrong path.
Who they were, but they're showing you who they were. They were already that, Vaughn. Now they just got a big platform to find those people in the background, in the darkness, that have a voice. I mean, they don't have a voice, they don't know how to talk, but I got a person standing there for me, so I'm just going to cling on to them. And I think, honestly, if we had conversations instead of just these bash discussions, I'm telling y'all would see a change overnight. I'm telling you, it's got to be more pushing platforms. If you guys feel this is edification and what you want, push it. You guys know kids can watch this. My platform is not a thing where it's only a certain age people can watch it, because we only talk about certain things. You guys know I try to edify you on finances. I try to edify you on health. I try to do anything for the whole you, not just you guys, but your family, your godkids, your nieces and nephews,
and we need more of that. We need more of that in these spaces.
I try.
We definitely need more of that in these spaces.
Maybe Miss B Finesse. Maybe Miss B Finesse, you need to do a really good panel on mental health. We need more of that in this space. I'm telling you, it's some mentally ill people here.
I don't think y'all looking at the community tab, because I've asked that twice. I remember Peter Investor. If you guys go back and look at the community tab questions, he wrote me this. Shout out to you, Peter. I asked, is there anything you guys, because really, guys, my motivation is to encourage and feed off of what you guys feel is going on in your environments, in your world, to try to just make an understanding of it and bring it out to most. And Peter he laid it out. He said, Ms. B Finesse, to be honest, you're doing excellent what you're doing. He said, but if you want to know some different things, this is what you do. You're already doing this. Like, he really rated me. And I love that, because, like, I don't want y'all to just agree with me because you're agreeing with me. I think we all kind of have this kinetic connection because of the light. It's just a light. I don't think you disagree with me. I think it's a light, but yet and still, I love reproach. I like to hear, hey, Miss B Finesse, I hear you saying this, but can you look at that? Or Miss B Finesse, I see you sitting on here for 5 minutes, but can you stand for 10? Like, I'm here for that, guys. Like, and because I want this to grow, and I want it organically to grow, and there's no way I can grow if you guys don't trust what is the outcome of this channel and this conversation. So it's like, I'm for that. So please, always in the background, let me know. Look at the community tab. Yeah, Wally, let me read this, and don't forget your thought, and then I want you to jump in. Big Bad Bull says, shout out to Big Bad Bull, another channel member. Thank you
Big
for
Bad
supporting
Bull,
always.
hey.
He's been supporting from the beginning. Shout out to Big Bad Bull. He's a moderator extraordinary too. I see he's in the streets. He says the real question is, although we are aware and speak of the dysfunction in these spaces, why is it that we are unable to pull away and leave it alone? Listen, you done hit the 1,000 question prize buzzer right there. That's what I've been saying from the very
Because
beginning.
we addicted. Many people are addicted to dysfunction.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's not many, OG. It's I'm telling you, it's psychological. It's not that we're addicted to it. It's something about seeing somebody lost or hurt or without, because in your mind you never want to be on that level. So it's like an addiction that you're watching dysfunction, because like in your mind you're glad it's not you, but it's something in the brain that makes, like a naked body. This is a good example. Like, I don't care what nobody say, if it's a man or woman, if you see a naked body, your head naturally is going to look, just even if it's not looking because you're sexually attracted. It's just it's a human nature. It's like we it's like we look at things, and then you know, anything that you your mind is stayed on, it forms like this function in your brain. It only takes 3 weeks, guys, to create a habit. Now think about this. If you spend 3 weeks watching dysfunction even once or twice a week, after you've done it 3 weeks, you've created a habit in your brain, and you don't even realize, dang, I'm watching all this dysfunctional content, but why am I drawn to it? It's a habit. Break it. Stop watching it. Stop talking about it. Stop sharing it. Like, because guess what? That thing is going to morph in its own area. Let it be. But you remember, you guys got to remember, when you turn that screen off, you still got a real life you got to live. And you guys don't understand, when you put that in your spirit, I'm telling you guys, I've been telling you from the beginning, I'm not going to tell y'all what to do, but I'm going to tell y'all the truth about it, especially on the psychological side of this, because that's my background's in. Whatever y'all are feeding y'all hearts and y'all minds, it's going to be what you become. So you got to tread thin with that, especially when you know if you got addictive natures in you. And we do. Social media, guys, it's triggered to get your brain. It's dopamine. Understand that. You're not just seeing stuff on social media because you're seeing it. It has been tried, studied, and put money into how to get your eyes to stay on something, how to get you to click where you're looking at the screen. They do studies and tests on this. I studied this in school to get you to stay on something. So you have to know, now that I've told you the truth, you have to consciously shut this stuff off, guys. I'm sorry, Wally. You got the space. I definitely want to tell y'all the truth about
that. No, go ahead.
Look. Nah, you telling it. You telling the truth though.
Go ahead,
Wally. Gotta fall back. Fall back and.
No, but look, cause yeah, I was really gonna answer. I was gonna really throw in my hat for Big Bad Bull's question real quick. And salute to Big Bad Bull. Okay. My thing is, when he asks, why we're unable to pull away, honestly, you know what? You should be asking the same people that say, oh, well, these conversations are unproductive. But guess what? The same people that say the conversation are unproductive, they stay in unproductive spaces. Why do they do that? I always say this, like literally, you will go see the same people that say that these fans are unproductive, yin and yo, but then guess what? You stay and you participate. Not only stay, but participate in these unproductive spaces. But then yet you ultimately want to sit here and say, oh, why we can't get better done? Some people are out there are part of the problem. Natural.
I agree with that as well, Wally. That's why a lot of times it's good to fall back, for periods of time from certain spaces, especially if it's a lot of toxicity going on in that space, a lot of beef and a lot of back and forth, and it goes nowhere, and there's no solutions at the end of the topic or at the end of the stream. We have to start asking ourselves, what did I get out of that? What did I learn? What was the solution that I can take with me now in real life and use it in real time, right? And I don't think we're doing that. I think it's just no, I'm just gonna say I think it's majority a lot of talking and less of going out actively in the world and doing the solutions. It's only a small percentage of people on here that's really out here for real doing the work. They got social media platforms, but they, and they really going out in real time doing the work. It's only a small percentage of that. The rest of it, I think, is echo chambers. I really do.
Well, my problem with, well, here's my thing, right? Because even with the echo chambers, even with the viewpoints or the talking points, however you want to say it or however you want to see it, I always say this, right? Everybody's advice are like opinions. You can get it, but no one never puts it into work to really see if it works or not, to really see if it's true or not. So my thing is, you can sit here and say, hey, you know what? Hey, like Kevin or not, my thing is a lot of people keep on going up there to combat or neither get advice from Kevin. My thing is, are you going to take the advice or not? Are you going to use it or not? Because it's like, if you're not, then why go up there? You want to be seen? You think this is some playtime? My thing is, look, pick and choose how y'all want to move. At the end of the day, anybody can get a result from anything. It all depends on how you heard it, how it's been developed, and everything else. My thing is this, right? And I'll say this, just to be very clear on it. It's like, I don't have a problem with talking points of anybody's talking points, or even the ones that they mostly copy from Kevin, or they copy for someone, or Kevin copied for someone else, but he spoke it better, whatever, however you want to say it. But my thing is, even that, you believe that Kevin probably didn't elaborate. You heard the talking point, right? So my thing is about a lot of problems with these faces that copy the same talking point. They don't elaborate the same talking points that they speak on. So if you can't elaborate it, then do you really have a comprehension of what was spoken? No. So then my thing is, what's the point of using it? Because they use that to put that in frame of keeping people in bound and in check. But that's all good for what? Amount of moments until people get sick and tired of it.
And you know what? Then you have old heads like me who have a desire to try to spread a little bit of truth somewhere. Just sprinkle it. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes in the chat. And I don't get on everybody's panel, but sometimes I will get on a panel just to, ask God to use me in some type of way, to bring light to whatever situation it is that we're talking about. You see what I'm saying? But it has made me very weary of getting on certain platforms and certain content creators' channels. It's because there is no desire to move forward from where they already are. And so what I find is I have to kind of dust my feet in some ways. I have to dust my feet and move on to the next channel. You see what I'm saying?
What do I tell y'all? I've been telling y'all from the beginning.
Well, hold on. Let me just say this. Maybe the word that God is going to give me for the next channel will be effective. But if it's not received in such and such place, then what is it that I can do? But at the same time, I'm listening, because this is why I'm listening. I will never not listen, because I want to understand where the people are coming from.
You have to get understanding.
You see what I'm saying?
Listen.
How do you deal with the enemy? How do you deal with your enemy unless you know your enemy's devices?
Exactly.
That's why that's why I lurk, just like my brother Arshawn.
Lurk.
You know what my biggest fear.
Let me land my plane real quick, and then I'll
okay.
But let me just land
the plane. Let me surf this wave.
I want to get some shout outs. We got a whole bunch of people that just
let me just finish.
So I'm gonna shout them out. Go ahead,
let me just finish this up, and then I digress. But that's why I do a lot of lurking. See what I'm saying? Lurking is not always a negative thing. It's because I want to hear what's going on in the different camps. Do you see what I'm saying? Because when I listen to what's going on in the different camps, now watch it, I'm able to go in there with a word possibly. But if I'm ignorant to what's going on in that particular camp, I can't address it. So there's a lot of things that I hear that I don't agree with. There's a lot of things that I hear that are appalling to me. And where did you come up with that? Where did you come up with it? Do you see what I'm saying? Are you seriously about this concept or precept that you're trying to present to everybody? Oh, come on. You see what I'm saying? But I don't say anything publicly about it. But I just want to know that that's what you think, because now I understand something, that there's a different type of mentality, that I need to be aware of. And some things are very shocking, but I'm educated by it. I'm educated by it. You know, and I never try to take the approach to where I'm judgmental to people. But at the same time, you know.
But see, that's how you learn, Von, and that's you pretty much explained, did a I do, we do, you do. And if you're a teacher, you know what that is. You pretty much gave the precipice of my point on every stream. You will not get understanding unless you listen. And sometimes it takes being quiet to hear the enemy talking, to hear your foe talking, or your friend. You have to listen to everything they're saying. We're so quick to want to talk and cut people off, women, mostly women, because a lot of times we don't realize that the way the man's mind is working, he's more analytical than us. God made him that way, to think, to figure it out, to champion things, to fight for, to compete. He made us to love, to nurture, to bring life. And that takes emotions, right? So you have to be able to guard your heart, guard your emotions, and wisdom is being quiet. It's so hard to be quiet when you know somebody's wrong, but I'm telling you something, you will learn a lot listening to them, so you can counter react or say whatever you need to say to juxtaposition or prove them wrong. And it just takes wisdom. Sometimes a lot of us, we're not taught to just be quiet and listen. Old school is, but this new school moving forward, or I'll say younger millennial to now, like they're not taught that. But yes, Vaughn, yes, you're working it in action. Let me run, because there's a lot of people. Hold on a second. Hold on, Vaughn. There's a lot of people that came in, fam. Thank you, BGH. He says, great conversation. Another channel member. Shout out to you. Thank you for all your support from the beginning. Peter says, it all starts with the youth, and it's too late for the adults setting their words. That's true. You guys know that the word says, don't cash your pearls with swines. It's okay. Y'all got to stop wanting everybody to agree with you. I'm telling you, I'm saying 50% of you will have peace in your heart if you just take what I said and work it. Stop arguing with people. They don't have to agree with you, and it's okay if they don't. Because really, if you're talking and communicating with understanding, you are apt to sit and let them talk and listen to whatever it is. And people will respect you more when you listen. They're more apt to receive what you say instead of you yelling at them, telling them what they need to do when you haven't created a rapport with them. I hope that blessed somebody. M Mills says, good evening, everyone. Shout out to you, M Mills, another day one supporter. Thank you, We Unlock Nation. Gave me a $5 sticker just to love and support. Shout out to you. I thank you for being here. We Unlock Nation. Shout out also to Don Q. I don't know if I shouted you out earlier. Thank you for being here. Let me see. Big Bad Bull. Thank you for the super chat, Big Bad Bull. And being the channel member. He says, Mrs. B, you were our solution. You were the only worthy channel. We love you. Thank you, Big Bad Bull. I appreciate you. We miss you. However, we are happy you are putting your family first, as you should. I just need to throw my YouTube off a bridge. I think my boy says needs to throw it off a bridge. That's funny. And Mill says, hey, Miss B Finesse, I'm doing well. How are you doing? I'm doing excellent, man. I'm blessed. I'm so glad I can carve out time to be here with you guys. And you guys overwhelmingly have blessed me today, because I wasn't going to come on because I was just like, I don't have anything to talk about. I don't have it laid out like I usually do. And you guys, as always, that spirit is just filled up in this place. And you guys bless me.
Miss B Finesse.
Yella said, hold on, OG. Okay. Let me read Yellow. I think he's
that's nephew. Person. Hey, nephew.
Yeah. Y'all remember the conversation we had with OG? Remember when we did the live? I think Vaughn was here too, and Wally. Remember, y'all? I don't know how we got into it, but we started talking about music. That was the best.
Yes, that was.
We were going back and forth. The best rapper. That crap was so. Listen, guys, I feel like we had like all cousins and families and aunties and uncles here. Like we had so many freaking good times. It's crazy. Let's see. Yella says, "Let me hop in and show." I dropped the link, Yella. Here, I put it in again. Hey, we having a family reunion right here. Come on up. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know I'll cut that stream short in about an hour. But I'm here for it. So I'm here with y'all. So y'all better come on up. I dropped the Yellow.
Miss B Finesse, go ahead on it. Go ahead on and play OJ's family reunion in the background a little bit, so we can
Oh, you
start.
ain't finna get me. You ain't finna get me
No, no,
demonetized. You
I'm
better
just kidding.
holler.
I'm
You better
just kidding.
holler.
I'm just kidding.
Yella said, let me have Yella. Go ahead, buddy. I dropped the link. Or anybody that wants to come up, I dropped the link. This is Throwback Freestyle Finesse Friday. Y'all know how we do. We just hop on here and we just get to talking and learning. Yella said, let me hop on, show some love. Miss B Finesse, one of the first platforms I watch here. And you know what, guys? A lot of people, it was first. Like for me to be such a small channel new, when did y'all see Gail for the first time? Here. When did y'all see like a lot of people just came on the platform? Where? Her face? Nuh-uh. Gail came Remember, y'all remember when we was trying to beat the records in TLA when he was sleeping on me and y'all said beef and stay up.
Yeah, that was the first time we saw that we heard or saw Gail. That's right. I remember that.
A lot of people came on the channel. They said,
I remember that.
safe. I've never been on a live stream. I think I think Yella too. I think that's the first time he came on because he's like, I really don't go on streams, but because he does Twitch. But he said, you the first stream, like I felt comfortable. Big Bad Bull. Did anybody see what he looked like? I mean, obviously.
Yeah,
no, wait a minute.
I remember.
Wait a minute.
That's
Big Bad
You're
Bull.
the only one with exclusive. Yes, she's the
Are
only
you
one with
serious?
exclusive.
Oh my God. I missed that.
Yes.
You gotta dig in the archives. You gotta dig in the archives.
Yep. Wally too.
Wait a minute. I gotta know the episode, Miss B. I gotta know the episode. Big Bad Bull came up here. What? Where was I? I missed that. Oh my God. Wow.
Listen. I don't know what's going on, but there's a lot of super microphones going on here. And it's hard to hear each other because we're like, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm pretty sure it's not kind of good in the listeners' ears. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if we should pull away from the microphones or, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I'm too loud. So let me know if I'm too loud.
It sounds clear on my end. Nobody sounds too loud on my end.
Okay, maybe it's
you might have to turn your mic down.
Maybe it's just me.
You might have to turn that down because if you have it up, it's going to sound like super louder. Big Bad Bull says, I have no complaints and place no blame on any of the channels and what they are doing. We have choices. We are accountable for where we go. That's true. And that's why I told you guys, like, I think a lot of times we want people to change. And that's the beauty of being able to have free speech. Like, I don't care what anybody does or says, right? Because I'm cognizant of a lot of times people have strong views about things, especially if it's like so off a principle or off like left field. It goes back to some trauma they felt. And most times it came from childhood. So if I could get to that person, and I know, because I've had many big people talk to me, content creators, people on different levels of business and things talk to me. It's so much bigger than what you see. And I don't know why, I just have this ease about me and just a gift God gives me. Like, it takes a lot really to get me kind of just, you got to be probably super close to me, know a lot of things to get me, but I don't know. It's just easy for me to sit and listen and peel the layers like an onion, like a therapist or guidance counseling. That's naturally in me. I didn't have to go to school to study any of that. I mean, I have the psychology background, but like, I can see you guys. Like I don't have to physically see you, but I don't know the emotion when you talk. I can feel it even if you don't whine or cry or whatever. Like I can feel it, and it's just I don't know. It's just a gift, I guess. I can feel it. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, I already got that. This is
really cool. This is really, really cool.
Oh, thank you. She stole my thunder. Really she became a channel member. Thank you for that. I appreciate you because you supported me from the beginning too. She stole my thunder. Like you guys are
she's sweet. She stole my thunder. It's so sweet.
It's just
I wish she could pop up real quick if she had 2 minutes.
The link is there.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, y'all. What channel was that? When we finally got She Stole My Thunder to come up and actually cam up, and she showed us a beautiful face.
When?
What? Oh my God!
TLA, I thought she came on TLA.
I think we were on Melissa.
It was on somebody else's. Was it Melissa? It was
Melissa Jane. I think it was either Melissa Jane. I can't remember. It may have been.
Cause she would come up and then we was like, come on, let us see your face. Let us see your face. And she showed it the camera and then she cut it off. We was like, oh, you
Yella
beautiful.
said it was here. Yella said she showed her face here.
I think it was
she did come on here. I think she clipped it and then she clipped it off. Here. It was a late night thing. I remember because late night she would be on here because she wouldn't be at work.
Right.
Yeah, Big Bad Boy said this was the first channel I came on. Yep, I remember. And it was just awesome.
I remember
Big Bad
Bull.
He's big too. He's
and
like
let me tell you
like teddy bear. And he's just he's talking about his family. And it was all the men. It was men. It was like all men up here talking and encouraging him. And it was just a beautiful thing, man. It was so awesome. I was like, man, this is awesome. I could be part of this. Like y'all are talking about, men's space and men talking
Miss B.
and women. Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt. What happened to what was his name? The one he was like a finance attorney. What was his name?
Because he kept changing his name.
Yeah.
He's a law. He's
black
belt something. Yeah. What happened to him? I have not.
Oh no, he's been staying. Well, the last time I checked with him, the last time I seen him, he was dealing with family, so he's been doing that a little bit more. So that's why he's off of YouTube.
Say that again. While he's dealing with who?
Family.
I didn't hear.
So
family. Okay.
Family.
Yeah, because I know he devotes a lot of his time to the local. I don't know if it's the Boys and Girls Club. I know he has his
awesome.
That's where he helps the kids.
Yeah, so he has local dojo.
That's dope.
He don't want no kids. This man gives all his time. I talked to him on the back.
I remember that, Miss B. He said he did not want no kids, and here he is.
See, and this is why we became bros, because.
Wait a minute, and it's somebody else too. It's somebody else.
Did you read
Rebuild?
Yeah, I've never seen you.
Rebuilding Black Wall Street. Rebuilding Black Wall Street.
He changed his name. He does.
Yes.
Last time I seen him was a year ago. He was talking about Cynthia G. I remember that.
Right, but you know what though? He got real successful when he built a gamers channel with his son, and oh my God, it blew up. He got I think it's a gamers. No, like a comic. Because he was into the comics. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, but rebuilding Black Wall Street.
I've talked to him on the back end too. He's very smart. Like it's just like it's so many of us. Like all of us just have these gifts and talents, guys. And it's just I don't know. I have this thing where I don't need everybody. I just need a good few, and I know from those good few, they are going to be around or place themselves around a good few, and you just grow that way, and it's going to be a blessing. So I don't want y'all to get weary in this time. I don't want you. Was it weary in the wrongdoing or whatever?
And well doing.
Just stay the well doing. Just stay the course with me, guys. Just stay the course, because this is all I need. If y'all can just keep encouraging, coming in when you see me in the little time, if I can give a 30 minutes or an hour, just supporting the channel, rewatching the channel, the more you guys like. Listen, this is the homework. I know I used to get y'all homework back in the day. That's how it really blew up. I want y'all to go in and comment the 3 to 5 videos, because a lot of you are here, but you're not commenting on the videos. And that's what shoots you in the algorithm. I've also noticed YouTube is pushing the smaller channels now. They're pushing new content.
That's good.
So you got to keep engaging with the channel. Even if you guys are not seeing my notifications, make sure your bell is on, because I talked about this months ago. If you're not going to the channel, YouTube is going to like bump it down on your channels, and then eventually I think they do unsubscribe you. This is not your fault of your own, but just check on me every week. Come in, look at the community tab, or look at the other videos and just comment on them. When I always reply to
I don't got to worry about that. I be cleaning my list. I'll be cleaning my YouTube list.
What happened to Yella?
Yella, are you coming up, buddy? Hold on. Let me see. He says, since this is the only platform that would know, y'all remember old girl who basically got canceled on TLA?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my God!
All the time, y'all know. I remember the pettiness. I forget her name. She LA.
I'll have to go back in my list. I didn't unsubscribe from her yet.
She had a baby.
The young girl. And she disappeared. She disappeared. Yeah, she disappeared.
He clipped that 8 minutes, and that went viral. That he clipped that. I remember him clipping that. Yeah, her name is Justice. Judgy Justice.
Yeah,
okay.
That was it.
Okay,
Judgy Justice.
Yep.
And the reason why she came here a lot too is because I believe she worked in education, some form of it. So she connected because I would always talk about education. You guys would always get me on it towards the end of the live, and she always was like, she worked in education too, so she understood exactly what I was talking about. Let's see. I would like and comment on all your videos. Go ahead and do it. You guys need, I mean, because listen, you guys, I'm telling you how this thing works. YouTube is like a whole conglomerate. So the more that people, even if it's just you guys, the same 12 of you keep coming back and commenting, or comments coming in. If you go back to my old videos and leave a comment. Yes.
I'm sorry. I gotta say it while I'm remembering it. What's her name? Oh my God. Oh my God, she was a lady. What was her name? And she was doing like the gun lessons and stuff.
Oh, you talking about She on Fire?
Yeah. What happened to her?
What's her name? She's got a gun.
She changed the name.
Oh, can I even say that? She's got that kind of channel.
Yeah, you can say it. Oh, really?
Well, what was her name?
Yeah,
Vivid.
Yeah, Vivid Life.
Yeah,
my Vivid Life. Yeah.
She's got a weapons channel, and it blew way bigger than her regular channel. She's got a lot of subscribers on her channel.
Yeah, a weapons / self-defense channel.
Oh my God, I would love to subscribe to her because I love going to the range.
It's called She Fires. It's just
She Fires. Oh, I'm going to it. I'm going to it.
And if you saved her on Instagram, because she's on my Instagram too, she's just changed her name on Instagram, but it's the same. So if you were on Instagram with her, you'll see her name. It's she just changed it, but she doesn't have a new Instagram account. But she changed her name, I think, to She Fires.
Okay.
But yeah, Vivid, My Vivid Life.
My Vivid Life. That was it.
We used to sit up for the live streams with her to make sure like everything was running. Mm-hmm. I know I used to text her like, "Listen, this isn't working right," and she's like, "Okay, Miss B, let me keep going." Like, yeah, she
that's
went
good
from
for her
to having her own business where she helps and consults and stuff. So yeah,
that's awesome.
How to ruin? Okay. Yellow said he can't come up. I wonder if he's at work because I know, like he works.
No, he said he's about to go on a stream. Actually, he's about to stream. He does Twitch, so he streams on Twitch. Yeah,
I have not. I've never been on Twitch. It's so many spaces. I'm like, I can't. It's too much because they got Twitch. They got what's the other one?
What's the other one like? Twitch?
The other one is
Discord.
No, it's
no, not Discord. Something different.
It's Jesus Christ. What is it? It's so many of them.
It's Twitch. What's that other one? There is another big one. There's Twitch and what's the other one, Wally?
It's where they got like rooms, like different rooms you can go into.
Yellow, what's the other one? I can still hear Yellow. What's the other one?
Oh, it's something like rooms.
No, it's Yellow Gaming. What's the?
Oh my God!
No. Twitch is the gaming.
You can't hear
YouTube. There's Twitch.
No, the one I'm talking about is.
This is
okay. What's that
what's the
one?
letter?
Okay, Wally, what's that one that where what's the name is on the lot? Oh Jesus, I can't think of nobody's name. I see his face. Whack 100.
Oh, you're talking about okay, I know you're talking about hold up.
I know Yellow. No, he always Whack 100 is always in there. It's a platform. What is it, Yellow? I know you know. Dang it. What is it?
Oh, wait a bit. Damn.
It's not Twitch.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Clubhouse. Yeah, Clubhouse. Yeah, but Clubhouse, Clubhouse is much different.
Somebody sent me a thing for that last year. Clubhouse. Yeah, Clubhouse.
Wait a minute, though.
Clubhouse too.
That's why I was getting ready to say this, B. I was getting ready to say, you think they beef here? Oh my God! Oh, listen, and they could, and the alphabet community too. They beefing on there like crazy.
Everybody's beefing on Clubhouse. Clubhouse is crazy. Let's add another one to the stream. Can you hear me? Hello, are you there? She stole my thunder. Are you there?
Oh,
hey, my Canadian friend.
Hey, Bob.
Hi, beautiful. How are you?
I need her to speak.
Where? You're talking about Mrs. B Finesse. I know. It's okay. She's very beautiful. I know.
No, she's talking about you.
Oh, thank you.
Big Bad Bull said OnlyFans.
No, Big Bad Boy, that's you. That's OnlyFans for you.
Yep, Clubhouse.
Well, listen,
Big Bad
listen.
Bull.
I know I can't get a word in edgewise, but I just want to say hello to She Stole My Thunder. So good to hear your voice.
Same here. The voice of the internet is speaking with Vaughn here. We all know you have the voice that dominates YouTube.
Oh my God.
You know it's true. Come on now. Come on. You know it. You know you have a smooth, skilled voice. Come on now.
She stole my thunder. You know, I stop by your channel all the time because I'm a lover of the arts. And, I always stop by and drop a line and watch your videos. I just love the way you do with the exhibits with the art, and you take us on a trip. I be feeling like I'm in the locations of where the art, the art museums and the things that you're doing is beautiful. Please keep doing it because it's a ease to the mind. I love your channel.
She stole my thunder. I got a question. What's going on in Canada? I was reading about something. I don't know if it's dealing with the government or a law that they're passing. It's something. Oh my gosh. I was just looking at that in my Smart News app. Is there something going on with Canada as far as like the government or like finances or something with them?
There's quite a few things. First of all, hey Don GQ, how you doing? And yes, I knew there was somebody in the bushes watching my videos. I'm glad you outed yourself, OB for trees. But as far as the government, the only thing I can think of right here, right now, is the Bill C-11 that I spoke about, where they want to regulate Canadian content creators on YouTube. Allegedly, but from what I saw, it's more like our version of NBC, like our Canadian media going on to YouTube, like regulating them more than anything else.
Interesting.
But as far as finances, I saw a couple of videos on Elon Musk allegedly investing in Canada, but I haven't looked into that, so I'm not 100% sure how legitimate.
It might be the regulation part. It might be what you were just saying about like regulating. Do you guys? There's no censorship in Canada, is there per se? Like it's just like America, or there's certain things as far as like on social that you can do? Because I know you guys are kind of traditional, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's some degree of censorship and regulations where it's like, if I go out and say, oh, do this towards that group of people, I could go to jail for that, right? So there is a certain amount of like anti-discrimination laws and things like that. And like I was saying before with Canadian media, for instance, if I'm working for, CTV's one, our version of NBC, essentially, if I'm working for CTV and I go onto a channel and I start saying misinformation, I could, be faced fines by the CRTC and things like that. So, oh, I don't know what's going on in the background, but anyways, but yeah, there's a lot of regulations. For the most part, if you're just talking like I am, you can pretty much say whatever you want. You don't really have to worry too much about anything. But it's once you start saying things like against certain groups, that's when you can get into big trouble or misinformation. The other big thing is maybe with your like medical information. Like if you start saying, hey, I have this medicine and it's like, it's not proven, you're in big trouble, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like you have to really be careful with things like that. Yeah. Like, and that's why like all the prices, like the inflation and stuff for like eggs, you're not really going to see that kind of inflation going on in Canada, because there's like, especially here in Quebec, there's a lot of regulations for the prices of food and making sure that like certain basic elements are like readily available for everybody, like milk and dairy, like eggs and stuff like that. Like they have to be like affordable for everybody. They're not taxed and a whole bunch of other stuff like that. So yeah.
And I know what else was I reading about? Do you guys have that universal income yet? I thought they were saying every Canadian could get like so much money or something like that.
That was, yeah, during the pandemic, especially for the first year. A lot of Canadians would get up to $2,000 per month, basically. So every other week you would get so much from the Canadian government, but it wasn't guaranteed to everybody, right? So it's like you had to have a job and you had to have been working so many hours, and there was like some precursors and prerequisites, I should say, for that money. Now that's like ended, like been about a year and a half, 2 years that's ended, basically. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So how's your mom doing? How are you and your mom doing? Your mom's doing well?
Yeah, my mom's doing well. She's, does have dementia, but she is in a wonderful residence, and happily so. She likes it a lot. She's met a lot of friends and enjoying it. Although every day, where am I? What am I doing? I'm like, yes, Mom, you're here. You're doing this. You're fine. Don't worry. But she's doing great. Thank you for asking.
Oh, that's good. Miss B,
she's still here with you. Yes.
Miss B, I'm gonna step down and go in the chat. I'm gonna be listening back in the background. I gotta finish my work up I gotta do, but it was such a pleasure being up here like old times, talking to you. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you guys keep rocking out. Miss B, please come back more often as you can, because we need you in these spaces. Beautiful. Okay. I miss you. Okay. All right. Y'all take care.
I appreciate you, OG. Be blessed,
Bye,
OG.
Shout
right back at you.
Shout out to OG, always the number one. She's been there with me from the beginning. So much so my mom even knows OG Patrice's voice. Like, she's like, is that OG Patrice? I'm like, how do you know OG Patrice? Shout out to Gail. Hey, Gail, shout out to you. Gail at Night, sending a super sticker. I appreciate you. Another person that's been riding with me from the very beginning. She was like my very first moderator. So shout out to you, Gail. If you want to come up, we drop the link. We just reminiscing old school, just family gathering, how we do that little picnic. We having that barbecue here. Just no topics. We just coming up here. You guys are enlightening me, telling me how your family's doing, how you guys are doing, how you been, what's been going on in these YouTube streets. I mean, like I said, it's just my thing is, like I said, Vaughn, going back to kind of what you said, as far as like how you're feeling and that looming nature. I think a lot of it just kind of goes to, and Vaughn, I talked to you a long time ago about this. You got to be careful about the spaces that you're in, because even though it's funny and it's entertaining, it will take a toll on you. And I'm telling you guys that from experience, just because, like I told you, my background in the psychology and then education, and then adding the criminal justice aspect to it, understanding the mind and why people do what they do. It's funny for a certain amount of time, because your mind and your heart are not to have so much negativity. Our human brains don't function well with that. It's called getting your mind blown. And if you stay in a situation where you're getting your mind blown so consistently, I told you guys it takes 3 weeks to form a habit. It's habitual now, and it'll get to a point where you don't even realize that you are feeling angst and angry and sad, and that in turn affects your health. That in turn affects your mindset. It affects how you even move in life. And a lot of times, like I said, sometimes the best thing is to just really cut it off. I'm telling you guys, your mind will be so free, but it's hard because it's everywhere in this world. So if you have a strong enough will to just if you can watch a little bit, cut it off and be done with it. But I'm telling you guys, when you invest in yourself and in your mind and putting those things back into you that are going to encourage you moving forward in life, it's going to bring you so much peace. And that's my thing with you guys. I honestly want all of you guys to have peace. That's why I told you, like, if you've ever come on my platform and you mention anything about your family, especially something you don't mind talking about, many of you have talked to me on the back end. So if it's personal things, I know you told me, I'm not going to freely say that to people. But a lot of you have come on here, you talked about your family, your friends, somebody's been sick. I know, I believe M. Mill's mother was sick, or she's taking care of a family member. I know you guys remember that stream I did a long time ago where we talked about taking care of your elderly family members, or taking care of family and the toll it takes on you. And I just want you guys to have to get that level of peace to where you're not letting other outside factors affect you, because you cannot function in this life without that mindset shift. And I know, like I said, it's very addictive to watch that stuff. I mean, it's meant to be that way. But you guys always need to be in control of your eye gates and your ear gates. And seriously, like, you guys have to be mindful of that, because that affects like how you function in life. And it's only one you, like, and a lot of you, you're here for somebody. You're here to bless somebody. You're here to encourage somebody. Many of you have children. Many of you have godchildren, nieces, nephews, grandchildren, or you're a big brother or big sister to somebody, right? So you matter, right? So I always want to like that to come out in every time I talk. Like I want you guys to know how you matter. I don't care if nobody else told you. You guys know what's the first thing I do when I come in there. Hey, Finesse fam, how you doing? How's everybody feeling today? Like, how is everybody? Like, I really mean that when I say that. It's not really about, hey, it's about me. No, like the community is really what matters to me. And like I said, man, like I be feeling like y'all are a million. I be feeling like it's a million subscribers with you guys. Like, and that's what I love. Like, it's a small community and it's just going to do nothing but grow. And like you guys really like lifted my heart and spirit when you like when I just told you like I really was angst about coming on because I didn't have it planned, because I'm so used to planning everything, and it's just like, oh, I'm such a perfectionist. But I mean, that you guys don't understand how much ease that gave in my spirit to where it will be just easier for me to just come on and just talk.
Listen, it has definitely been very refreshing for me. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes me back to the beginnings of my YouTube experience. You know what I'm saying?
And it hasn't even been that long. We're talking like it's been 10 years. It's been a year,
but you know what? But listen.
It feels like it though.
Okay, so now listen to this. Listen to what I'm saying. Now listen. But the growth experience in between the time, do you see what I'm saying? I can remember how I related during those times when you first were coming on. And now I hear the voice that I have now in these spaces. So I can see the maturity even in within myself. You know what I'm saying? And so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. But to see you pop up like you did, man, it just opened my heart, because, you know, you were such a you are such a sincere person, you know. And, you know, in regards to what I have seen most recently in these spaces and what this space has become to me, you know, I don't like what I'm seeing. So it's very refreshing to see you pop up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and yeah, hopefully, you know, this won't be too far and in between, because, you know, we need these type of, you know, raindrops. Let some drops now fall on me.
Raindrops.
See what I'm saying? Even me, Lord.
You got the metaphors today and analogies, Vaughn. I appreciate that, because I'm telling you guys, we all need that encouragement, man. And that's if it's only one of y'all that came here and I can encourage one of you, I promise that's all that matters. Don't get me wrong. I'm human and I'm a very competitive person. So yes, I'm looking at numbers and all that type of stuff. But like in my heart, like even if I just see one of y'all in the comment section or when I post something on the community tab, or you go back to some old videos and you comment, guys, you don't understand how much, especially with a creator, when you're trying to juxtaposition real life and a business in your time, you guys don't know how much that really uplifts us. So just from a creator to you guys, little things like you commenting, little things like you sharing on your socials, you're telling, you know, your family, friends, and kids to come rewatch it, going back and liking things if you forgot to like or you missed it, like that actually helps push these things out so more people can get to it, because that's the end goal. It's for us to grow, to touch the millions that need what we have. It's not for everybody, but there's people that need what we have here. So that's the commission. That's the goal and the mission. Like, I mean, just like all of you, it's like we all got a story to tell. Like we can go through everybody's name and we all remember like a story from each other. And that's honestly, guys, I'm telling you, even if you didn't have any other family members, but the people on this channel that you commune with, that's a real blessing, because you guys know, just walking in your regular life, just even accessing social media, it's far and few between to find kind of honestly wholesome people. Like you can find some people, but there's always like this superseded agenda. But everybody has an agenda. Let me be honest with that. There's always an agenda, but agenda for change and for growth and for just to see you do better. I think there's a lot of people that feel that, but they just don't have the space and a platform. So I do want you guys to realize that there's a lot of people like me and you guys that are out there. They just don't have a space to talk. And the more you introduce them to these spaces, it's going to blow your mind how many good people there really are. I know that. I see them in regular life all the time. There's so many good people out there. It's just it's so saturated in this space that you think this is all it is negativity. I know this is the tip of the iceberg. I don't be taking these people serious here on YouTube. I can see the super agendas, and it don't bother me because I know they got it. When they turn that camera off, you got real life. Who are you sitting around? Who's there for
you got
you?
real
Who you have
life,
to
and
fill
see,
you?
that's right. You
Yeah,
got real life.
you got to deal with that empty room around you
When you
because
turn
you
it off,
forget all
you got
this.
real life. You know,
Listen,
and yeah,
listen, and that matters. Your reflection in this
the
world
camera
matters.
is off. You see what I'm saying? The camera's off.
Yeah,
You know,
you
we
spewing
can't
that
hear you,
venom.
we can't see you, so you have to deal with what you have in reality. And
It's
that,
always a
you know, and
cost.
that's what we get twisted, because you know,
Yes,
we
yes.
get on these spaces and we put on these fronts and facades. And
Facts,
you see,
facts.
listen, I'm talking to you right now and I can see dirt on my floor. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So let's be real about it.
that's true.
We have real
We
lives
all,
that are involved,
yes,
you know, outside of this
yes.
YouTube space. You know,
I don't understand what in your heart that it takes somebody. Now it's now I can see if shots have been fired, but just whatever somebody said to you in your heart that you really will go look them up, find their friends and family, wife, kids, pictures.
people are doing that.
I don't have that
People are
level in
doing
my heart. Like I'd rather just
it.
turn like Big
Listen,
Bad
I
Bull
don't
say,
have
turn it
time.
off. Turn that crap off. I'm not
Miss
gonna give
B
you my
Finesse,
energy,
Miss B
man.
Finesse. I honestly don't have time to do that. And I
I don't
wouldn't
see
even
how
know
they
how
do.
to go about doing that, number one. And it's not that serious for me to do it.
It's not that
You know,
serious. That's right
my
there.
point, you know what? My commission in these spaces is to bring truth. You see what I'm saying? To bring light to darkness. That's my desire. God, help me do that in this space. If I'm not doing that in this space, then I am not operating the way that you designed me to operate. Because I don't want to get up here and talk a bunch of malarkey. I want to be able to bring fruit. I want to be fruitful in this space.
Mm-hmm.
Help me to say something that could keep somebody from walking into ongoing traffic.
Mm-hmm.
That part. Help me to
Hey, baby.
encourage somebody not to quit their job so that they can continue to support their family.
Mm-hmm.
Help me to do something good in this space, not just be here trying to go against the women and the men, and everybody's against each other. Come on.
Yeah. And
What are
and
we
and
accomplishing? We're not
it's
accomplishing anything.
and really when you look at it, Vaughn, it's just those that are seeing and hearing with a clear mind, it's not getting anywhere. My whole thing is like it's okay to have a disposition or disagree and agree, but if you don't have a call to action or you don't have something that you're trying to achieve, then it's all pointless. It's just air being smoked out. You're not getting to a resolve. And I think, like I said, there's going to be those that are going to be just to the wayside, and I'm okay with that, because when you're ready, I'm here. When you're ready, like I don't mind letting you go all the way off, but come back and say, listen, this is what I needed. I'm always going to receive you back. I'm always going to be open for people that are ready to receive, but I'm not going to break my back and break my spirit to make people listen, because the Most High says that, God says that it's not your job. I'm quite aware of that. That's why I have peace. But I'm gonna drop the seed every time, Vaughn. Sometimes it might take a day for that seed. It's gonna take a week. It's gonna take a month. It could take a year. But I'm okay with what I know He's gonna do, because I've seen what He's done in my life already. I've seen how He's used me to just encourage and change and transform so many people that I'm not about to take that glory. That's why when I come up here, like I see how a lot of content creators and social media influencers and all, they take that crap to their head and they think it's them, and it turns to their demise because they get so full of themselves that they lose everything around them. You lose your loved one, your partner, you lose family and friends, because you got so full of yourself, and you wanted the things, the cars, the clothes, whatever you wanted, the fame, you wanted all those things, but you lost yourself. And even if I had none of this, I could turn this off, and I see that little girl run here with them big cheeks saying, "Mommy, mommy." I see my two older children. I see my husband, my family that lives around me. Like I'm at peace with that, and it's okay, right? And I want that for all of you. Like I want that for everybody that touches and agrees
Yeah.
with me, that comes past me. That's all I want for you guys.
Yeah.
And it starts with a conversation. And it takes listening ears and hearing ears. Like you have to be able to sit with yourself and be able to listen. And I just appreciate all you for that. Even the controversial people that have came on my channel that I know a lot of you had beef with each other. You guys are so freaking respectful and honorable when you come here. I know it's just got to be his presence, because it's just like, I don't make you guys do anything. I don't even say that's like my platform. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just so thankful that you guys like come into the space, and you come and gone and stayed and went, but just that it just affected all of you in some type of way that was, hopefully transformative to you. That's what I appreciate. She stole my thunder. Hope you have a good day. I see you have to drop off. I appreciate you. What's that other Melissa name that used to come up here? Y'all know I don't remember nobody. Y'all are the ones with the great memories.
Yeah, Melissa Baring, I think it is.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember nobody.
Yeah, she had a very kind spirit as well. I really liked Melissa Baring. Yeah, I don't know what happened to her. I don't see her that much in the space, but man,
it's like, I think the same way with real life.
You say, well, I didn't hear you. What'd you say, Wally?
I know she's a grandmother. I know she's a grandmother.
Yeah,
I know she has other outside stuff. I know her and her husband do a lot of stuff. So yeah. I know she
but I miss seeing her in the space too as well. I would often watch her streams. You know what I'm saying? So you do have people that were on and they're not on now, but you
I didn't realize it was so many people. I told you guys, like literally, I think probably in my 6 month being on here, I just had to kind of just break away from just even, and I was just hoping people realize it's not that I don't like anybody. It's just, it's real life. I can't, and then I had to just war with myself because I really had genuine relationships with you guys, and I didn't want you to think like, oh, she's not coming here because she's looking here on me. No, like my real life has gotten super busy, and I had to kind of war with that with myself. And I know that I was trying to build these platforms.
But you know what, though, Miss B Finesse,
you guys didn't take it personal. Thank you.
You know what, Miss B Finesse, I for one am the type of person that understands that, because life happens. YouTube is something that you can put down and pick back up again. You see what I'm saying? Your family is something that you have to tend to on a continual basis. You see what I'm saying? And your business. Sometimes you have business outside of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And so, although I did miss you, but at the same time, I'm praying for you. I'm having the best thoughts of you while we're absent one from another. You see what I'm saying? When we are absent one from another, that's when we need to pray for each other.
True.
That's when we need to keep each other in our thoughts and say, oh gosh, he ran through my thought today. Bless her and her family. These are the type of thoughts that we should have. And I'm just saying. Now, I for one am elated to be on the panel with you today. And to see all of the people pull up that have pulled up in the chat, Gail and all kinds of people. You see what I'm saying? It just brings back such fond memories of my YouTube experience, because now my YouTube experience, now, let me just be honest about it, has become very frightful, because I'm listening and I'm hearing things that I thought I would never hear. I'm seeing people go at each other in different ways that I thought that I would never see. And it gets uglier and uglier, which makes me pull back, just like what you said, Miss B Finesse. It makes me want to pull back, because I don't like all of that. I love peace. I don't know about y'all, but I love peace.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I can't moderate what I'm learning is, and thank you for allowing me to be, I believe you were the first channel that I was able to moderate for. You know what I'm saying? And thanks to Gail, because she was a big part of showing me how to even moderate. Yes. You see what I'm saying? But one thing I learned about moderation or moderating, you see, I can't sit and moderate up under you too long when you're not really putting good stuff out there. So for me to moderate for your channel and you're not really promoting positivity, or promoting, wealth or longevity, or any spiritual based information. You see what I'm saying? I pull back away from it. I look at Big Bad Bull. What a great example that he has been. You see, in these spaces. And Big Bad Bull has been everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I noticed about Big Bad Bull is that he's very honest in his approach. Regardless to whether he's moderating for the Pope or whether he's moderating for the Poper.
Listen, Big Bad Bull has sent me messages and emails. He said, listen, sis, I love you, but this was not working right. I didn't hear your sound and I love listening to you, but listen, I'm in the car or I'm at work. And sis, when that I said, I love this because he's so honest with you, but he's going to support you like a big brother. But I'm telling you, Big Bubba sent me that message. I said, Big Bubba, I'm already working on that. That was the speaker. You guys, all the support that you gave me, I got to buy another one. And he said he hasn't heard any issues since, but you're right. He's going to be honest with you. And Big Bubba has brought so many content creators to my channel, even to this day, that I'm still cool with. Like, he's really about community. No matter what it is, he's just about bringing people together that you would never even expect they would come together, just for the sake of like the culture and just like moving forward. Because guys, listen, we all don't gotta agree. I want you guys to understand that that's the only way we're going to shift this thing. We don't have to agree on all things. We just have to have this principle of respecting each other and honoring each other's perspective and moving and shifting together as a unit. That is the problem. We all think we got to agree with each other to shift this narrative forward and move as a collective. No, because we're human beings. We're humans being in this life. We're never going to all agree to the same things, but we all should have a principle and we all should have a moral compass to move and shift forward with each other no matter what. And like I say, you just have to keep showing the light you want to reflect. I don't know. That's how I walk. Like you just got to show the light you want to reflect.
That's exactly what I try to do when I go on different platforms. Or in their chat, and listening to their conversation.
You see what Gail said? See, she's agreeing with you. She says, sometimes I have to moderate with the stream on mute, sometimes, or just walk away. She says, I cannot and will not. So she says the same thing with some people she moderates with. She just put that thing on mute sometimes.
Yeah, but see, me, I have to listen. Now, let me tell you about me. I can only speak on me. You see what I'm saying? Me, I have to listen. I can't put it on mute. See, because if you're talking a bunch of malarkey and I'm saying, hey, subscribe, do what you do. You see what I'm saying? I can't do that.
Conviction now.
So when I listen, like Big Bad Bull does as a moderator, when he hears something that's off, regardless to the fact whether he's moderating or not, he speaks to it. And sometimes it's offensive to the content creator themselves. But guess what? They don't take his wrench. I've seen him do it on many platforms. I say, wow, this brother just comes in like a flood and they don't take his wrench away. But he's speaking exactly what it is concerning his opinion about the topic. And at the same time moderating. And
you know what?
It's different levels to it. It's different levels to it. I've learned,
There's definitely a way to do that because I definitely feel like I've seen Gail in a lot of places and spaces and Big Bad Bull. And it's a way you can say what you need to say and still be respectful. And I find that's kind of what they do. Like Big Bad Bull is going to say it in a different way because he's a man than the way Gail says it as a woman. And they're both respectful and they say it because I know Gail will come in and she will say it, but it's eloquent. She like thinks when she says stuff and you have to do that. And Big Bad Bull, however it affected him or Gail, they're honestly free thinkers in the way that they're expressing and saying it to the point where if you respect them to give them a wrench, you better respect when they're saying something like that because that's their perspective from the conversation. And what's the point of having an open chat like this if people can't say
But you know what?
they're feeling?
It's so funny, Miss B Finesse, because I remember a stream that you did concerning moderators and Gail, because
it was 8
she
hours.
definitely
She blessed so
in
many
these
people.
spaces, a pioneer in these spaces of moderating.
I got a lot of
Do
comments
you
on
see what
that.
I'm saying? And
Yes, sir.
I remember that she broke it down as to some of the etiquette as to being moderators. And what I'm seeing now, because I've learned from her, is that people got wrenches, but they're not really moderating. They're just commenting. They're
They're
just,
just giving their opinion.
stirring the pot. They're just
Yep.
stirring the pot. They're not posting links. They're not. They don't have a desire. If the person has 8 people on the panel, they're not posting the links of the 8 people on the panel to support the channel. You see what I'm saying? So absolutely, what are you doing? So I think the wrench has kind of lost its judge. It's kind of lost its power. It's kind of lost its thing. You see what I'm saying? That's why I kind of pull back away from trying to do it. Unless it's a channel that I really, really support, then I will post links and do different things like that. I have wrenches in a lot of different areas, but I don't do a lot of moderating. I do the same thing that the 39 other people who have a wrench do. I just show up and be a part of the stream. Oh, I've learned quite a bit, Miss B Finesse, since I've been.
I see you've
in
evolved.
These spaces.
You've definitely evolved. You've definitely evolved. And I know with you, Vaughn, like I can tell and I can hear it in you. Like you have that old soul, that old school style where it's really like when I'm for you, right? And that's what my demographic is. It's highly millennial, and then whatever's above millennial. That group of that genre of people where we're just kind of just old school in nature. Like right is right and wrong is wrong, right? It's a little blur in between where we can go both ways, but it's just old. It works. The old school ways just work. I don't care what nobody say. It just works. So it's like we go with what we know or what we were taught, and we listen. We listen to wisdom. We're respectful. You fall back when you know you're wrong and apologize. Like doggone, you're wrong. So go to that person either on the forefront, on the stream, or behind the scenes, and contact them and let them know what you did was wrong. It's like,
and
people don't want to do that.
Yeah, and not to cut you off, but
you're good.
And it is also a good thing to do a lot of these conversations behind the scenes. You don't have to always air dirty laundry in front of God and everybody. You see what I'm saying? You don't wash your underwear in front of coworkers, do you? Or is that a private thing you do in the confines of your own home with the luxury of your washing machine? See what I'm saying? But we like to air our dirty laundry in public. And people, it's for likes, clicks, and views. It's for likes, clicks, and views. And I get it.
Like you said, I don't think people like it. I think they just like the controversy of it. Listen, guys, just so you guys know, she stole my thunder. Shout out to you because she joined the Finesse Fan membership channel. Thank you guys for that. All the channel members that are here that's been supporting from day one. A lot of you guys has been here since day one. Thank you guys for that. I think it's Big Bad Bull is here, BGH is here, and Peter Investor M are channel members that are here so far.
And Sir Hill Speaks. Sir Hill Speaks Network.
Is he in the building?
Yes, he is.
Oh, hey, Sir Hill. I didn't even see you. Hey, fam. I'm hoping you guys are, I hope you're blessed. And he's awesome content, guys. Check him out. Awesome content. Listen, this is gonna bless somebody. She stole my thunder. She bought a membership, but she gifted one of you guys. So she said, Gail says, because I don't know how to do that side of it, but I know YouTube added you can give somebody a membership. So Gail says, Miss B Finesse, let your viewers know to enable membership gifting on your channel so they will be eligible to receive a free month when someone gives membership. So you guys, if you want to be a member, check it out for a month. She Stole My Thunder bought a membership gift. So somebody will get the opportunity to get a membership for the channel, and she's paid for it already for a month. So Make sure you guys enable that. I'm not sure how to do that on the back end because you guys see I kind of been skating in and out of YouTube, but I did see that a couple months ago they started that gifting where somebody could buy a membership and pay for another person to have the membership. So guys, enable it. And if she stole my thunder, if I don't know if she wants to pick somebody or however she wants to do it, or she wants me to do it, then we'll do that. So make sure you guys turn that on if you would like to get a membership.
Yeah, the gifting I believe is random.
Oh, it just picks somebody?
Yeah, it's more at random, I believe.
Okay, Gail says in order to be eligible to receive membership gifts, listen, this is what she's saying if you want it. She says, in order to receive it, click the super chat sticker button, memberships, click the 3 dots to the top right and click gift settings and allow. So whoever does it first, you guys are going to get it. And shout out to She Stole My Thunder. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you're blessing me, but you're paying it forward. You giving to somebody else, and that's how we do here, the Finesse fam. You guys are just so freaking honorable. Like, I just don't even know how to put it into words how much like we protect each other here and how much like we look out for each other. And even though you guys have fallen out with each other in between all this year or so I've been here, like you guys we still come here and we still act like family. You understand what I'm saying? Like we still like we keep it moving and move this thing forward. So shout out to you guys, and shout out to Sir Hell Speaks. I hope you have a great day. I appreciate you stopping by and showing support here and
salute to my
thank you so much.
Yeah,
salute
you guys listen. You got
that.
some heavyweights showing up today.
Man, listen, like you
got heavyweights showing
to be
up.
such a smaller channel. I've always gotten secret support from bigger people. Like they've always kind of come in my side, or they've sent cash apps on the back end and stuff. But like I just want to be able to. I love that I can kind of stay true to it, if that makes sense.
But you know why? It's because you know why? It's because your heart was on exhibit. You see, you show us your heart. You don't hide it. And that's what we appreciate. At least I know I appreciate it.
Thank you. I just love facilitating the conversations. I just love it. I really and I love how like it's just sometimes like you guys are in the beginning of these conversations, you're in total agreement with each other, and then all of a sudden like it's like an epiphany comes and you guys are like, oh wow, like you know what? I think I kind of get what you're saying. And that's all I want. Like I don't need y'all to agree with each other, but I need y'all to be able to be open-hearted, to have understanding for why people do and say what they do. And it's going to be transformative. Like I said, I mean, I'm very competitive. I don't know if y'all know that about me, I'm just being honest. I'm very competitive. I'm very much so the type of person when I do things, because I'm so like committed to it, I'm used to seeing rapid like growth and success and things. So this one is really humbling with YouTube because I'm so used to. I'm gonna give you guys an example. Like with me, when I went to college, right? I don't know if you guys remember how many credit hours it takes to get like that you could take a year when you're in college. But normally I think it's like you could take 3 classes to 4, which is like 9 to 12 credit hours. I'm gonna tell y'all how like committed I was in college. I was taking 21 credit hours. So I was taking double and a half. And I had to get that like signed for by the dean. Excuse me. But that's how I am, like super committed. Like I just love being pushed to the edge, if that makes sense, to a default. But it's like, I don't know. I love like being able to like, when you tell me I can't do something, don't ever tell me I can't do something. Like I'm going to do more. And then I'm going to make you like really thank me in the end, because like, I just feel like we have so much in us that we're not even tapping into, guys. Like, I don't know. That's why I be trying to come here and encourage you guys. Like all of you, I don't care if you've done wrong to somebody, done wrong to a person I know, said something maybe slick to me, but you went on the back end and said, I didn't mean that. I have honestly had that happen, but I'm just giving examples. Like I will freely be open to hear and receive you. I'm not one of those people that like if somebody made a mistake and they came back to me and truly in their heart they said what they did wrong and they really had like kind of a repentance in their heart to change, I'm not going to not give that person a second chance. And I think that's kind of where we fall short. We know those we need to just keep away from us. But there's some people that really, honestly, guys, they didn't know what they didn't know. And now they know it. They need you to be humble and show them grace to receive that new person. And I think a lot of times we so stuck on ourselves, like we just think our grass is greener and our white is whiter. Like we think we never make mistakes. When if you're humble, honest, like there's not none of us that don't make mistakes, right? And I think
That's so
that's
true.
the
Listen,
big issue.
we
There's
we,
none
we
of us that don't make
listen.
mistakes.
We've all sinned and come short of the glory of God. Come on, let's be honest. You know, and if a person says that they are without sin, then they're a liar, and the truth is not even in them. You see what I'm saying? So let's be honest. You know, we all have to spray behind ourselves when we come out the bathroom. That's the humanistic side of us.
Funny.
Do you see what I'm saying? That's the human side. You know, we can always be spiritual and deep, 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 deep.
Facts.
But at the same time, we need to deal with the natural. You see what I'm saying? Can't be so heavenly minded that you know earthly good. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So yeah, man, you know, there's a lot to learn in this life. We just need to be open to understand and receive what it is that we need to know. You know, none of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. You see what I'm saying? We still have to brush teeth because what you see, because we don't want stink breath. See, if you don't brush teeth, you're gonna have stink breath. Come on, that's human. That's humanistic side. Let's not pretend like if we don't brush teeth, we don't have stink breath. Let's be real about that. We
You're
all have
hilarious.
shortcomings. We all have shortcomings, and we need to be honest about them. And when we approach people and God, we need to be humble. That's the
Got
problem
to.
that we're having in this space. We are not humbling ourselves. We are not humbling ourselves.
That's
You see
true.
what I'm saying? If any man
True.
thinks himself above or higher than what he should, God knows how to flatten that straight out. But those of us who know how to bow in his presence, those of us who know how to humble ourselves in his presence, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, those are the individuals that he exalts. He exalts, not you exalt yourself. He
Right.
exalts.
Right.
So when we
Right.
get to that place, man, when we get to that spiritual place, man, because we are both we're flesh and we're spirit. Come on now.
We're humans being. We are humans
Thank
being in
you.
this life, just being. And I mean,
Exactly.
if you really look at the essence of that word, that's all we're doing. We just in this little suit right now, but we are really spiritual beings moving. And that's so important what you said, Vaughn. Like if we honestly could just tap into that part of being humble, um, just knowing like being selfless. And don't get me wrong, y'all know I'm not saying sometimes you got to say this to folks. I'm not saying get used, but to a certain degree, yes. Those of you that are the purest of heart, you've been used by so many people because it's like a gift. It is a gift to be able to give. It is a gift to be able to bless. It is a gift to be able to sacrifice for other people. It's not natural to do those things. It's like a gift. Some people have it as a gift, and I'm telling you, people that have it as a gift, don't be weary in well doing because you are
You shall
always being
reap. Yeah.
protected in it. And people try to say, oh, you're weak, or you give in too easily, or you let people run over you. Man, I've learned in my years that those are the strongest people on this earth because they have the capacity to love to the fullest extent without wanting anything back. And those people will they will reap in the end, right? They will go through things, but you guys will be reaping the most because it's to move in this world and be selfish is the worst thing to do. You will be empty your whole life. I'm hoping this is helping somebody. You're going to be empty your
My
whole
God.
life doing things for yourself all the time, trying to get over on people, use them. You see somebody done bless you, but you're not taking that blessing and blessing somebody else. Give it on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Not having to put it out there, guys. I've done things for other people. You guys will never know on the back end. Content creators, subscribers. I don't got to get on here and tell y'all that. For what? It's not for y'all. It's for them. But I want to be able to bless people on the back end. Sometimes you do need to let y'all remember we did a stream about that. You do need to let other folks know that you're blessed. And I believe Jonathan Barronville said that. Shout out to Jonathan. He said that one time. He said, Miss B Finesse, that's why I come on, especially when I come on your channel, I'm dropping $25, $50 because sometimes people it's not going to start flowing in until they see somebody do it. So sometimes you do got to bless in the open. You got to do things out there so everybody could see it, so they will follow through and do it. So sometimes, yes, you do have to do things in the open, but understand, guys, the things that you guys are doing, because I know a lot of what a lot of you have been through, because I've talked to many of you. Like, don't get weary, please don't, and don't get caught up in Let's see. Come on, you better say that, man of God. You're talking to you, Vaughn. Let's see. She told my son, said, "Come on, Vaughn. We all know you you smell like daisies. You look like gold, and you sound like
Oh wow. I don't know about that now. You know, my wife could tell you something different, but hey, come on now.
Listen, that's
It
one
ain't all the
thing.
bed of roses. You see what
Listen,
I'm
we
saying?
all as humans, that's nobody's don't stink. So there ain't nobody that can walk on this earth to say they, you know what, don't stink. So that's something we all
Come
have
on
in
now.
common. Don't
That's
matter
right.
who you are, right? Gail says super chatting does encourage others to donate. Yeah, yeah. I didn't even think about that till Jonathan came up on my channel and said that one time. He's like, B, that's why, when I come up here, I'm gonna drop something, because like a lot of times people are just not thinking, they're kind of taking in, and I guess kind of Jonathan said kind of taken, like they're getting all your wisdom, they're getting all your information, but they're not really thinking, especially those that can do it. They're not thinking, oh, you know what? Let me drop it. I got it or whatever. Or even the sowing and reaping thing, guys. I'm telling you, like you guys don't realize it doesn't have to be monetary, but when you are giving of something, being selfless and giving to other people your time, your money, your wisdom, your energy, just any of that. Listen, just hold out. You're gonna always get that back. And all this negative energy that's being spewed on social media, that crap is gonna implode like a bomb. And that's why, like, I stay in my lane where I'm at. Those that are going through things, they want to come talk to me, want to get consultations or whatever on the back end, I'm gonna help them. But I'm not gonna even touch my foot in that stuff, because I know just like the leopard, you touch it and your everything gonna change. Your whole skin texture gonna change. You feel me? Like, so you just got to be
No,
careful with that stuff.
and
Hey,
you
Big
know,
Ben, how are you? I haven't seen you in a minute. Big Ben, shout out to him. He came on the channel. He's a number one supporter too of the channel. Shout out to Big
you
Ben.
know, and just like you said, listen, you know, don't, be not weary in well doing.
Mm-hmm,
You
mm-hmm.
see what I'm saying? And then it goes on to say, for in due season now you shall reap if you faint not. But that
Yes,
part
sir.
about due season.
Mm-hmm.
See, sometimes you think it's going to happen when you want it to happen, but it says in due season, in the season that I have chosen for these things to come to pass for you. You know what I'm saying? If you faint
Yes.
not, you shall reap. See what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
have to keep the faith. You have to keep the faith,
Mm-hmm.
and keep the faith. The faith in what? The faith that I can, the faith that I will, the faith that I'm able to. You see what I'm saying? You can do all things through Christ that strengthens you.
Mm-hmm.
You
Just
see
don't
what
give
I'm
up,
saying?
guys.
And
And don't
but
get
just
caught up
don't
in
give
what we
up.
seeing.
Yeah,
Don't get
don't
caught
give
up in
up.
that negative stuff.
Yeah,
It's
don't give up and
always
don't give
that's
out.
the dichotomy of the world. It's going to be negative and positive. So please don't get
Exactly.
weary in wrongdoing. And guess what? Let them do what they
Exactly.
do. Let it implode. Let them reap what they sow. But just like Vaughn said, know when to pull your foots out. Because I know a lot of you are kind of intertwined in it, and you're unbiased, which is great. But I just don't, when you know in your heart it's tapping in your spirit, like Vaughn said, when you know there's a spirit shift now, and you're really figuring out, like, you're warring with yourself, like, dang, like, I didn't know it was gonna go here. It's okay to fall back, because a lot of people have so many moderators. Sometimes, guys, they're not even going to notice that you're not there. So I'm hoping that blesses somebody. Don't feel like you guys have to give so
Mhm.
much when when it's a heart shift, when you know in your heart something's not right, and you go against your heart or your conscience or that thing inside of you saying don't do it. Woe unto you get that outcome. You better listen when you guys get those intuitions about things. Listen quickly. Do not haste. Okay. Listen very quickly to that, because you always got this guidance in you that's telling you right from wrong and what to do. We all have that as human beings. Every one of us. I don't care if the most stone cold, the leader in this world, and I don't care who it is. Everybody has that essence in them. And a lot of times it gets overshadowed by ingesting in hate, ingesting in negativity and debauchery, and these serious horrible things that happen in this world. And it consumes a person. But sometimes all they need is a little light, and it takes time. It's not, if they took them 20, 30, 40 years to be a stone cold leader, it's going to take them a good amount of time to change. And like I said, we aren't realistic with how much change needs to come. We're not realistic in that it's going to be time consuming, and we're not realistic that this is a real spiritual battle. We're not realistic that this is going to take time. But if you if you demote yourself from the struggle of all this, don't think it's not going to still boomerang and hit you back. Just because you don't want to be part of the solution, don't think the effects of the solution is not going to hit you back. So you might as well be part of the solution, is what I got to say. But I don't know. That's just me talking. Look, Gail says, and don't just. Gail says,
you're telling the truth now. You're telling the truth.
Hey, listen, when the spirit gets in me, I just let it speak. I don't try to control that. I stopped doing that a long time ago. Gail says, and don't do it just to get something in return or to use it against the receiver later. Yes, do it from your heart, and or don't do it all. And I'm gonna tell you guys how you can know you do something from your heart. Mm-hmm. Don't look for anything back. Let me tell you guys this is like a social experiment, right? When you do something for somebody, see how you feel if they don't tell you thank you. Now listen, because that 10 some of you got mad at me when I said that. What I mean by that is, did you do it to feel that dopamine rush of I did something for somebody and I want to feel good? Or did you really do it for that person? Because if you did it for them and they still didn't tell you thank you, it's peace in your heart because you did it for that reason to help. And I'm not saying people shouldn't tell you thank you. I'm talking about the principle of it. That's how you can find out a lot of times if you really did something from your heart or you did it to make you feel good and feed your ego. That's got to settle with some of you probably for a week or month, but I'm telling you, because I checked myself with that too. Did I really want them to say thank you? Or was that about me feeling a need in me because I want to feed my ego to say that I'm a good person and I can do for people? Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, you guys will transform your mind if you think about it that way. Do you need that thank you to make you feel good? Or did you really do that to really bless that person and see them shift forward without getting gratification? And that's a humble heart right there. And I'm telling you, some of you is going to take a while to get there, and that's okay. But if that seed dropped in you and you let that seed do what it's going to do, that'll bless a lot of you. And it'll be easier to move in this world, because I think a lot of times we're very selfish, even when we give. A lot of times it's not truly because we're trying to give to people. It's because we want that effect and that reaction to what we did for them to make us feel good.
And that's something. So even you know what but you touched on something, because even in your giving, you're being selfish. Wow, come on.
We really are.
And do you see what I'm saying? Because you're looking for something. Listen, you're looking for something back. So you're not just giving for the point of giving. You're giving because you want something back. So really, the giving wasn't about you. It wasn't about the other individual. It was about you, because you're selfish.
Yeah, Gail. Gail says, if you're looking for that shout out in front of other people, it was for self. And what I want y'all to understand, those of you maybe that aren't believers, you don't even know that realm that we're talking about right here, just even on a regular carnal level, the carnal people can understand this. I mean, this is really like groundbreaking if you think about it. Did you really do it to get the accolade, to get the shine, or just the dopamine fix of, oh, look at me, I did that for them? Or did you really want to bless that person, help that person, see them grow, see them? I mean, because there's some of you, I don't care what nobody tell me about you. I don't care if they dock y'all to the end of this earth. You guys have showed me I've seen in the midst of your trials, I've seen a lot of you, how you've handled that. And so nobody could ever tell me anything about you. Like nobody could ever tell me I'm not going to not support them because you don't like them. I've seen in the background what you didn't see, how they handle situations. And you guys are going to be blessed. You guys know who I'm talking to. You know who you are in the chat. You're always going to be blessed, no matter who tries to slander your name, put you out there, say whatever about you, because I've seen when nobody was looking your true heart on how you do stuff. And like I said, guys, just keep moving that way, because I'm telling you, the seed you sow, it's always going to come to fruition. Stop thinking because you got over somebody, or you hurt somebody 10 years ago, or you did this con, or you did this deed nobody's seen. You think that's not coming back to you? Woe unto you. I'm not saying that to spook none of you. I'm telling you from reality, real life. Just because you do something in the dark, that bad boy is going to come to light, and it's going to be coming to light when you least expect it. When you're perfect in your life, you got your husband, got your wife, got your kids, and then boom, something happens. And it's from something you did a long time ago. You didn't even think, man, let me go back and try to fix this. Let me let this person know I'm sorry. Let me try to make this thing right. Seeds you sowed, and you didn't try to do it in fertile ground, and you didn't try to go back and fix it. Repent, fix. Repent don't just mean say sorry. Repent means you go back and fix what you did. Make it
and
right.
you change, you turn.
I don't know
You know,
what tangent I'm on right now.
exactly.
I'm on
But you
something
know what?
else.
And it's a good tangent. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You see what I'm saying? Because when you when you give with a heart, when you give with your heart, and basically you're doing it for the purpose to please God, not yourself, not the individual.
Mm-hmm.
You see, it has more weight to it.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? You know,
And it's more
it's listen,
sustainable too.
it's
Mm-hmm.
selfless. It's selfless. It's
Mm-hmm.
selfless when you do it as unto God and you
Mm-hmm.
give to please him in your giving. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes you can give out of your need. You see,
True.
because you reap what you sow.
True.
You know, and that unlocks a whole nother door for you. But
A
I
whole
ain't trying to get
dimension.
into
Yep.
that. I ain't trying to get into that. But I'm just
No,
saying.
no. But it's true. It's levels to it. That's maybe what I didn't say earlier either. There are levels to how the cause and effect of the giving is. But I'm telling you to have peace in your heart so you don't get brokenhearted, so you don't get hurt, so you don't get caught in these feuds and just it tears you apart. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand on the feasible side of it not breaking you when you know you've given and done for people and they haven't said thank you and they haven't given it back. Man, please release that because you've done your part and you're dropping these positive seeds into the ground. You're dropping so many things that you don't realize is going to catapult and bless somebody in the future. It's going to encourage somebody in the future. Like you don't even know. People are watching you in your trials. People are watching you guys when you're going through all this drama, this doxing. They're watching you and they're getting so encouraged. So even though you had to go through that bad thing, you are helping so many people because they've seen how you stood like David and Goliath. Like they see, and that's why we go through stuff. I've come to understand that at a young age. I'm never going through these trials for me. And that's humbling when you realize when you lost somebody, a death in the family, you've been tragic, you've been bankrupt, you got slander, name, you got doxed at work, you got fired. Those are all things that are moving and shifting to lead you where you need to be. And just don't get weary, guys. I'm just hoping somebody gets encouraged. I definitely don't get weary, guys. Just don't get weary in all this stuff. Let's see. Don Q says, I just want to see people and other content creators win because I'm a winner. And that's the thing. Like we all have something to give and there's so much money and there's so much space for everybody. I don't understand that mindset, but I want to be King Kong or Queen of the Nile. Like, I don't get it. I don't even understand. It's so much out here and we have so many gifts to shift, to help each other, to build. It's just, it's really, really crazy.
You know, and like he
Thank you.
said,
Yeah, share the stream. Share it. Thank you, Big Bad Boy. This is going to bless somebody.
You know, and like he said, listen, you know, I want to see other content creators do good things. You see what I'm saying? He's speaking in terms that it's not just about him, but he has a desire to see other people do well. Yes. You see what I'm saying? And that's how we should be. But what we're doing in this space is we're basically doing crab in a barrel syndrome.
Yeah.
We don't want anybody to progress. We want this channel against that channel, this brother against that sister, this sister against that brother, this brother against that brother. Come on, you know what are we going to get? What are we going to do with that, ladies and gentlemen? We can't move forward like that. We are a better force together than we are apart.
We're very powerful. We're very powerful people. I mean, if you just think about many of your ancestors, what they did, like y'all, do you guys realize there's so many civilizations that ended because of people conquering them? There's civilizations here in the United States that are not around anymore. We are still here after all that our people went through. Like, so you can never feel that you are nothing. That's why I don't care who it is. I encourage everybody. You can never feel in your worst day that you're nothing, because look at what your forefathers and the forefathers of this country. Look what these people went through, and we still here. Like, even though it's foolishness, I don't think that's a lot of us. What makes me mad is people. I don't think people really are getting out seeing the Black culture. Period. Just period in the United States, because I don't see all the foolishness that's on TV. I don't see that in my regular life. I do see ratchetness every here and there, but it's not like it's consumed on TV. So don't believe the hype. if you really go around communities where there's Black people and you go to different even cultures of Black people, it's not even like that. So that's why, first off, y'all need to stop believing what y'all see and receiving that, because y'all know we not like that. Those of us that be around each other, that's not even, I don't even believe that's 30% of us. Because all the people I see are hardworking. They're trying to figure it out. They're trying to do the thing. They're trying to have their own business. They're trying to work with others. They're trying to uplift each other. That's all I see. So now that you get that mind freak out of your mind, it's because it's a mindset. If you keep believing your people are bad people, you keep believing as an advocate, you know, Black people are this way and this is what Black people are, and all they want is big booties and be sexualized and rap about, you know, deleting each other and all that. That right there is the first shift we got to take from it, because we are not like that. That is not who we are or how we are as a collective. And then once you know that and you teach your children that and you expect more from them, like our son, I didn't push him to be like an athlete. He plays sports, he's good at sports, but what we really wanted to push is what he's good at mentally. He loved computers from a young age. We always encourage that. My husband bought him an Oculus. We've always got him, you know, learning games and anything, a Spiro. I don't know if you guys remember what that is back in the day, but I remember there's a lot of schools, especially in affluent areas, that this is what the kids were working with every day in science class. When my son was in like elementary, before he did go to private school after that, but when he was in public school, when I was in teaching and I knew about that, I was like, let me go get him and his sister a Spiro. Like little things that if you're in public schools, they're not going to push for kids because they don't have the money in the whatever budget. But you know, I always seen the vision of that. So our kids were always exposed to those things because I was blessed to be exposed to it because I was an educator. And so when you know that a group of people aren't exposed to something, each one teach one. So even my students, even when I see my kids have the opportunity, families that I knew were families of color, any color, not just us, because there's other cultures of people that need that help too. I didn't mind showing them those different things. I didn't mind helping them and encouraging them. There are some white families that needed it too. Like, I mean, it's so when you just stop walking with this hatred in your heart and just focus on moving forward, guys, I'm telling you, you're going to see walls open up. I'm telling you, like it, but for them to open up, you got to know the true history of stuff. You can't hide history, cover it up. You can't say it didn't happen. And what another thing I always tell my advocates and my white correspondents, stop saying that my husband blessed me with this. Stop saying you don't see color. That is not fixing it. That's not making you cool with the other races. Stop saying that. Now, if you got an advocate that said this, shout out to my husband. He says, just say, I don't judge you by color. But color is so beautiful in this world. Why would you ever want to say, I don't see color? I want to see color. I don't not want to see color. So let people know that if you hear somebody say, I don't judge because I don't see color, that is the most ignorant thing to say. This world is so beautiful because of color. Just say you don't judge people by color. And I'm going to get off my tangent on that. Yeah, Big Bad Bull says crabs in a barrel. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Ben. Shout out to you. Just the love. No. Thank you for that, Big Ben. Don says these is a group of gatekeepers in this sector that have shunned me because of my creativity. Yep, it's always going to be them type of people everywhere. You just got to still thrive, even if you don't have a platform to stand on. It's your tribe, like that saying. It says they're going to come. They're gonna find you. You know, no matter how it is, no matter might. And like I said, like for us to be, you know, the numbers we're at, man. I appreciate all you guys, man. You guys know, man, I try to tell y'all this all the time. Like, you don't understand, like, how hard it is to do content. It's like, it's just a lot of energy. Like, it's a lot, really, if you are serious about what you're doing. And then when you put something out and you see, like, oh, damn, I only got 2 views. Even though y'all love it, it's still something where, like, you know, you can affect more.
Yeah, but it's all process.
It's thank you, Wally. And you got to just kind of be in it for the long haul. And I am. Because don't get me wrong, guys, I got a lot going on. But I mean, just as far as like family and everything, and it just being the business and the family and, you know, kids in school and all this, like just that. I'm just busy all the time. But it's
well, let me, you know, I just want to address something real quick that what Don GQ said about the gatekeepers in this sector. You see what I'm saying? But let me tell you something. These people who consider themselves gatekeepers are really not the gatekeepers. Come on. You don't own nothing to be the gatekeeper. Do you see what I'm saying? You're false. That's a false precept. The gatekeeper of what? My verbiage, my speech, my opinion? What are you the gatekeeper of? No, brother, do you, and I see you, brother Don, GQ, in these streets. Do you, man?
I know I definitely am. Nobody finna hold back my free speech unless they shut the walls off. And guess what? If they turn off YouTube, I got my own website. So I was already 3 steps to that before I came on YouTube, because they can shut all this stuff down any minute. Y'all better try to get your own spaces. Y'all better get your own websites if y'all taking it serious. Don't just depend on these different platforms.
But you do have people in this sector who feel that they are in somehow gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying? Because they have a certain amount of followers.
I don't care what
you see what I'm saying. They carry certain numbers.
Yeah,
you
which
can boost
makes
your
them
followers,
feel
so
in some way. Yeah, and I feel the same way you do, but makes them feel in some way that they've arrived and everything that comes out of their mouth is the truth. You see what I'm saying?
But see, this is my thing.
But real quick,
y'all have to realize, like, I'm not on social media, so that whole concept of this is real, like, I mean, for real, like, this is like some people's like real life. I don't see it that way because I turn this off and it's off. So like my whole stake in the game with that is like, I don't feel that because this is off, and then it's real life. I can turn it off and not even come back on, and that's my choice. So I don't think I think that far into it. That's just my personal perception of it. Go ahead, Wally.
Yeah, no. Well, before I go, because I do have to go, but I would definitely say this.
I'm gonna go like 7 more minutes, and then we're gonna cut it because I gotta go.
All right,
so go ahead, buddy. You got the floor.
Yeah, I mean, I say it like this: what a lot of things out here, one of the many things out here on YouTube has shown across the board is, there's a lot of checks and balances that have to be done out here in YouTube. There's a lot of checks and balances that have to be done for a lot of certain people, because out of a lot of things that certain people have been saying, out of this complete meltdown of these spaces, there's a lot of checks and balances that have to be done, because a lot of people need to be having voices, respectfully. But yeah, it just comes to that point where you look at it, you see what they have said or what they try to support, and it's like, yeah, you know what, you gotta nip this in the bud eventually. Like, there's certain people you gotta nip in the bud, because when you allow things to just go where it goes, eventually there has to be someone that checks you at the door. And that's a problem. It's like no one's checking no one at the door. We just letting anybody walk in and then just let them do what they do. And eventually, and that's problem right there for a lot of us. Because a lot of us out here really, really, really are not looking to help. We're just looking to create the poison. You know what I say? So yeah. But look, it's been a blast seeing you. It's been a blast coming up too, as well. So I'm gonna chop it up with you anytime you come up.
Okay, hold on, Wally. Was that your hold on, Wally? Was that your y'all know how I do call to action? Was that your call to action statement? Because y'all know how we do. I'm gonna round it off.
Oh, well,
do the call to action.
Right.
Okay.
So as far as the call of action, I say it like this: pick where you go wisely. Pick where you go wisely. Always just be very vigilant of who you subscribe to, because eventually there's always something that disappoints you.
Appreciate that, Wally. That's true. That's some wise words. All right, guys. Shout out to Wally coming up. Always a Finesse fam. Always supporting from day one. Everywhere Wally goes, he's always repping the Finesse fam. And you guys go check Wally out. Check him out. We'll Talk Productions. Make sure you guys check them out. Vaughn, you got the floor. What's your call of action today, Vaughn?
Wow. I don't, you know what? I've said so much to where I don't even know if I should say anything else.
Well, what's on your heart? Just say what's on your heart that you feel the Spirit will lead you to say.
What's on my heart really in these times concerning these spaces is, let's pull back a little bit and humble ourselves. Let's look in the mirror first before we look out the window. Look in the mirror. Get that individual together. See, because once you get that person together, now you can go out and give good advice. You see what I'm saying? Just let's be a little more humble. Let's show a little more love. You know, we're lacking love in these spaces. We're lacking love and consideration and respect. Respect has just about gone out the window. You know, come on, let's change a few things about how we're going about what we're doing. You know, there's a place that we're all trying to get to. Let's help each other get there. Come on. There's a place that we're all trying to get to. Let's help each other get there. Why are we constantly pulling at each other's hem or coattail? Trying to stop this one from progressing and that one from progressing. You see what I'm saying? Holding this one back, holding that one back. Why are we not pushing each other forward? Come on. You know, I may be an older gentleman in this space because I know, you know, a lot of times I have to contend with a lot of younger people because, you know, my old-fashioned ways may not be their modern ways. You see what I'm saying? And I have some modern ways, you know, because I know how to move with the times as well. But there's certain principles and standards and morals and character things that I just don't do away with. It is the substratum of my faith. You see what I'm saying? It's the foundation that causes me to be who I am. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a foundation that is decaying, listen, just because you put paint on it, don't mean it's going to stand. So come on, you know, we can do better. We can do better. We can definitely do better. So let's strive to do that. And Miss B Finesse, listen, my God, what a blessing to see you come on today.
Thank you.
It did my soul so well because
I'm glad I listened
to
the spirit because
you know,
I wasn't going to do it. I'm glad I listened because you guys don't understand how much you edify me. This is just it's needed. I thank you. Thank you, Vaughn. I thank you because, like,
you know, man, it's and let's keep this up because this can be the spark that catches on and makes a fire.
Listen,
you
if
see
you
what
guys
I'm saying?
to come, I'm gonna do it. I'm telling you. The only reason kind of I was variant is because I felt like I only had like so much time. But I was like, are they gonna show up? Are they gonna come? I didn't make a post. I didn't go to Instagram. I didn't make an announcement I was coming. If you guys can commit to me to come, I'm gonna be here. Like there's no other reason because I can't be here by myself. I have to be with the like-minded people, and we have to edify each other and spread it to our families and keep it moving. We have to touch and agree, and we have to be committed to each other. And that's all I ask of you guys. I don't ask anything except just the commitment to be here so I can it takes a lot to come on here. I don't think you guys get it. Other content creators know it is a lot of things, you know, and it's a lot to be. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know how to word it. Content creators know it's just it's a lot. It's a lot. So if I know you guys are coming, I'm gonna be here, guys. Sir Hell Speaks, he's saying, Miss B Finesse, love your spirit. Much respect to you and your family. Shout out to you. Thank you, Sir Hell Speaks. You've supported me too from the beginning time. So I really appreciate you coming here and you just being here because you've been here for a while now. You've been in the comments. You've been here just listening, and you know it's the little things like that, you know, that you guys are committed to the conversations, and I just appreciate you guys. Let me go back to Gail. She says call to action. Gail's saying appreciate our differences. Yes, ma'am. That's key. That's what I love about everybody. We're so different, but yet there's common things that we can stand on. She says we shouldn't judge people negatively just because they have difference of opinions than you. And that's the key thing. When you guys, like I said, when you steward that heart and really humbly go into your heart with people and have an ear to hear what they're saying instead of an ear to judge them or an ear to throw contempt at them or to throw some type of damnation at them because you feel like maybe they don't agree with you, you'll find that there's common ground in all of us. And there's somewhere we can grow because guess what? I'm not going to listen to you if I don't feel that there's a rapport that I have with you. And rapport just means is there's something that we can stand on that there's a respect level that you're hearing me out and I'm hearing you out. And I don't know what people are so shocked about when they go on these platforms and you trying to put your opinion down and you wondering why you getting such a negative effect because of the tone and the veracity you come in these panels with. It's just like, I'm like, are y'all shocked that y'all getting this outcome? I mean, it doesn't behoove me. I'm not understanding. Are you processing it? So yes, thank you for that, Gail. That's so true. Like you gotta just be open to hear people, guys. Lakeisha says, I've really enjoyed everyone today. Very encouraging and self-reflecting. God bless you all. Thank you for that, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Let's see. You guys are saying, Don says they need others to grow. I grow in silence. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people, they piggyback, they crab in the barrel, they grab onto you when they see you going a certain way, or they see you got certain people or influencers that are sticking with you, or coming to you, or coming to your guide or rescue. And yeah, that's just, and so you're always cognizant of that. Because I had a lot of you telling me when I first started, like, watch this person, watch that. And little did y'all know, I already came to this platform like knowing myself, knowing who I was in myself, and as a wife, as a mother. Like I knew who I was. So nobody was going to deter me from that. So that's why I guess you could say I kind of have a peace, and I know how to just release it and turn it off and get out of it, because I knew who I was before I came here. I didn't need anything here to edify who I was. Gail says, never too old to teach. Even though it may be outdated, I still consider it. History shows how far we've come. Yeah, thank you. OG said, did Von Bryant just use a big word, saspiration? OG, you crazy. She said you said saspiration, Von. And Mill says, yes, we need to keep this going. Hey, listen, guys, I'm gonna commit to it on Fridays. That's my freest time, that block of time, probably between 4 and 5-ish. If you guys will come, I will be here. And we just have that open forum, and have the topics that you guys want to talk about, or we'll just go over what's going on, or it'll just be I need to talk, Miss B. That's really, somebody suggested that to me a long time ago. B, you have the perfect safe place for people. Just open up the platform just one day, and just let people come talk about their fears, talk about what they're struggling with, talk about an issue with family. And I'm committed to do that if you guys want that too. If you just want a space where maybe you want to ask my perception or my opinion with my experience and my background and what I've seen with the different people, clients and students I've worked with, I'm all for that too. I have no problem with that. Wally says, as always in life, those that do nothing to you are the ones that will have hate for you. I know that a lot from my life as well. You can have less, they can have more, that still hate you. Yeah, I mean, guys, listen, that's just the truth in life. Stop thinking everybody's gonna like you. Even though I'm pleasant and I'm personable and people like me, I'm not sitting here with the mindset that I know everybody's gonna like what I have to offer, or gonna like me or receive what I'm saying. I'm cool with that. I know the ones that the Most High needs me to touch, he's going to set a place and a space for me to get to them. And that's what I know my purpose is. So I'm okay with that. And if it brings me friendships, wealth, if it brings me prosperity, if it brings me influence, or whatever God wants it to bring to me, I'll receive that. But, if it does, I'm at peace with helping the one that I can bless, So that's what I feel. Yes, we need to keep this going. Let's see. Ben says, yes, real talk, Dale. Thank you, Don Q. He said this channel is needing Miss B Finesse. Well, I've been here about a year now, so I mean, I try to keep it going, trying to balance it between family, life, and kids, and the business. But I'm here, guys. If you guys already know, some of you have talked to me on the back end, I'm here for you guys. So once again, guys, we've done it again. Another Freestyle Finesse Friday. If you're new, subscribe. Consider subscribing if you haven't. Shout out to the new channel members. We got She Stole My Thunder. We have Gail at Night, new channel members. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to all you that hit the like button if you haven't hit it. Shout out to you guys that have shared it. Thank you guys for sharing. Shout out to the old channel members that are here. We got Big Bad Bull in the building. We have BGH in the building. We had doggone it, I'll forget your name. One of my number ones. Dog, I can't. Peter Investor M. I got you, Peter. I didn't forget you. Peter Investor M. BGH, Big Bad Bull. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to all you guys that super chatted. I appreciate you, BGH. And always a number one supporter from day one. Thank you so much. Friendsgiving. Thank you for the super chat. Shout out to Before the Billions, my little brother. We Unlock Nation, thank you. Big Bad Bull, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. And everybody that came through, Don Q, Yella, if I forgot you, I'm sorry. M Mills, Ine, number one, day 1, 2. Guys, listen, Lakeisha, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys. Vaughn, he was here from the jump. Thank you guys so much. And Sir Health Speaks, shout out to you. Thank you so much for coming through, showing support, and shout out to your channel. The growth is just awesome how he's expanding. So shout out to Sir Health Speaks. I appreciate you being a supporter to the channel. OG Patrice was on the panel. World Talk Productions on the panel. She Stole My Thunder on the panel. This is just like the backyard barbecue, guys. I appreciate you guys once again. Listen to the spirit, because I'm telling you guys, it was a thin line for me to hop on here because I was like, man, I didn't tell anybody who's going to show up. I don't even have a topic to talk about. I just want to be here for my people, see what they want to talk about, and you guys showed out. I appreciate you. Vaughn says, great stream. Baby, I bolt the fire. Baby Bull says, I seriously need everybody to double check and ensure that you are subscribed. Yes, do that. Thank you, Baby Bull. I forgot to say that earlier. If you guys don't come to the channel, like come by at least once a week, comment on something, or look at a video. Even if you watch it again, come back and watch it, because if you don't come to the channel within, I believe, 2 days to 5 days of the last time you went to it, YouTube is going to put it in the bottom of your recommendations. If you don't go in a week, it's after I think a week or two, it will unsubscribe you, or it'll kind of shadow the person from your site, because you got to think about it. You're telling YouTube that you don't want to watch that content, so why is it going to promote it to you more? So if you guys want this, go back and comment on channels. Make sure, on videos. Make sure if you missed a video every week, just go back to one of the old videos and comment. New channel members, make sure you guys are checking the posts. There's a lot of posts to the channel members. There's videos just exclusive to you guys. You guys have the extra content. There's different inspirational things I do for the channel members. So guys, make sure if your channel members new, check that out. All right. Big Bad Bull says, check and ensure that you're subscribed to the channel. You do not want to miss out on the great shows throughout the week. So turn on the notifications. Thank you so much, Big Bad Bull. You're right. And I'm going to keep that up for the end of the stream. This stream was very refreshing. Thank you, Don G. I appreciate that. Like I said, you guys already know that's what I try to do. I just try to just speak to your heart and touch your mind and change your mindset. You guys know what I try to do. And I try to enlighten you by uplifting your family with the health, wealth, and the mindset shift, and motivate you guys. That's all I like to do here, guys. Let's see. We definitely appreciate you, fam. Thank you, Lakeisha. Shout out to you. I appreciate you guys. So once again, guys, you guys have a blessed day. Once again, we back at it. Freestyle Finesse Friday. We here. Friday, I'm here with you guys. Probably between 4 to 5-ish. Just make sure you guys check your notifications. Make sure that you have the bell on. Check that right now. And I want your weekend goal to go back and look at 3 to 5 old videos. Watch them all the way through, guys, because some of those streams have little nuggets in them that would just have you cracking up, will have your mind blown with the content and information. We have so many specialists and different people in different fields of study that come on the channel and bless it. Make sure you guys do that. And also share. Something is encouraging you, edify you, share that channel to your Facebook groups, your Instagram groups, share it with your family, share it with your kids, guys. There's so much information here for everybody in the family. All right. So shout out to you guys. He says, if the backyard barbecue, I will man the girl. I heard that. Shout out to you guys. All right. So here we go. We're going to hit that throwback ending video. You guys have a blessed day, and thank you guys for all the support as always. You're gonna put it right back into the channel and keep it moving. Have a blessed day, guys. Adios, and we'll see you next Friday.